But before all that, I thought that we would do a quick recap of how we even got into this situation. Record scratch. I bet you wonder how I got here. This crypt of etc. etc. Just so that everybody, yeah, remembers as much as possible, including me. So, yeah, so Adam and Mike having formed in Dvenhem and having had many various jobs, it seemed that there was some kind of linking thread between a number of the jobs and things that you found whilst doing these jobs. Of particular interest was the fact that down deep in the mines on the third level of Svenhem, there was a something was found which found its way up to the top level and caused a kind of problem, I suppose, in the warehouse, which you guys solved. And this seemed to also be linked to a mercenary group called the Chained Company, who sort of interfered with you for interfering with them, and seemed to be some way involved with whatever might be happening, still to be determined. You have looked at different ways in which you might be able to investigate these mines in the lower levels, as well as investigate the Chained Company. You were able to determine their headquarters in the city, but you haven't yet visited that. And you were also, through Yarok putting on a performance at the fighting pit, able to bring some extra information about the Chain Company's recent activities. And as part of another mission, kind of separate to that, you exorcised a ghost from a trader's house to find that the item in question that had caused the haunting was, in fact, also related to the Chain Company. And so all of this seemed to link together to the Chain Company, to something to do with a particular clan of dwarves in the lower levels. Wait, I'm just checking my push button links. Yeah, and it was in particular it was the Gold Brew clan of dwarves, the mines in which you discovered, and yeah, the final kind of oh no, there was one more major event, I suppose, which is that you headed out of Dwenhem on the trail of the Dusk Keeper of the Dust Palace, who you found to have been killed by drow on the surface, a rare occurrence, which was not clear whether or not that was linked necessarily to anything. However, you did find that the drow themselves had stolen from the Dustkeeper an invitation to the Gold Brew mines as well, which seemed to link things together into the whole conspiracy, as it were. Yeah, and then finally you got some information regarding the sensor, which housed the ghost, seemed to come from the Harrow Flame Castle and had been looted or something along those lines by the Chained Company who had been there previously. You arrived to find dead goblins on the surface of the castle, and exploring further, you found that underneath there was actually a pretty large kind of crypt area with a number of residential areas and a large altar room where you indeed fought some undead and various other things. Of importance, I guess, here as well, you found some writings that suggested that this crypt was some kind of relation to a cult of Orcus, a demon prince related to the undead, and that seemed to have some link and seemed to also create a number of undead adversaries in this hall, which you then faced. In the fight itself, it was a pretty long one, and yeah, there was a lot of close calls as you fought a Dibuk, however you pronounce that, which was a kind of demonic entity that was puppeting some undead corpses in this room. But finally, all noises seem to have ceased from here, and you have slain the Dibuk and its undead servants. And yeah, just to describe the room once more, so we all remember again, this is like an altar room of some kind. It does appear to be sort of smashed, damaged, looted. There's a number of open sarcophagi around the room. There is a door on the south side, a number of sort of altars that are on either side of the door. And on the north side, a large statue, winged creature sits with two sort of ceremonial chairs next to it, and there is another door on the northwest side of the room as well. You haven't got so far as to sort of investigate that stuff yet. And then back in the previous room, you had the lobby, a number of cells, I guess you would call them, like residences for people who were down here, and a storage room where you first entered. Inside the storage room was a small vent which Dudon explored to find some interesting creatures on the other side, which he quickly avoided. So there's still a little bit left to explore as well. Following the battle, what do you guys want to do?
How about a short rest?
Yeah, I think the short rest was the plan.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I think I'm in
probably wanna-
very good condition.
Back into that storage room, since it was the door to here was sealed off and appeared to be like in good condition. So probably if we go back there isn't gonna be any surprises.
We could also just go upstairs as well, because we now have the stairs up, the open to lure lever.
But it's a
and go-
more open area that way.
Well, yeah, but it's also not right next to a room with undead ghouls.
Yeah, but imagine how long they've been there. Why would they get out now?
Because they can sense us, and they were there.
Well, yeah, I guess they can try to get through the doors. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem unlikely, but that's another option to go upstairs as well. But we can also stay in the storage room.
Also, one thing that wasn't in the recap: the ghost that's in the sensor was part of the cult.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like it just said that it. Like I asked, like, do you serve Orcus? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. He did seem to be related to this as well, so that might change your goals coming down here. In terms of
Live and let live.
The original plan was to return the sensor to its rightful place here in the temple. That was what the ghost wanted, but seems...
Yarok is back on the exorcism plan.
I do see the pros and cons, the pros especially more clearly now. I mean, how could I have known, right?
Could we utilize it somehow for our profit? You know.
Well, if we want to know something about the cult or Orcus in general or something, might be able to tell us, but...
Yeah, but if we don't... Like, if we leave here with the spirit, it's gonna be hostile.
Yeah.
Towards us. Like, it's gonna start making us smack each other again.
Unless we join the cult as well. It might want to be with us then.
Oh, yeah. Join
the
cult of Orcus.
Yeah, if you can't beat the enemy, join.
I mean, we just beat everyone, so it's no problem.
Yarok already has one divine source of power, that's enough.
Yeah. Probably don't mix and match.
So, do you guys want to find
So we go for a
ways
short
to...
rest? Back?
Yeah.
Short rest, yeah.
Okay. Here?
Not in this room. That's at least what...
But short rest is just like sitting, chill.
An hour. So
Yeah, but no one's sleeping, so...
In this room, I can deal.
Sure.
Like, we can close the door and like tie it up again and stuff. Seem to have held for however long things have been down here.
Finley's in pretty good condition. He got barely scratched.
So he can tank the next fight then?
He's just like laying down a bit and starting to write some poem about
Oh, right. There's we found a magic shield.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that would that be possible to identify during the... Well, yeah, I guess. At least if nothing else, I can do it after or before the short rest.
Isn't...
I can't recall if
how magic item identifying works? Was it part of a short rest?
Did someone pick it up? Because it's
I
not
also
in
have like the
handouts.
identify spell to use on it, but
Yeah, but it doesn't like. Well, if it requires attunement, then it would be nice to have, because you can't use it the same short rest to identify it and attune to it. But
so you can you actually
I don't-
identify a magic item during a short rest?
that's how I think it works. But it's been a while.
Yeah, what does it say on the spell? I mean, you just have to cast the spell, right? So
No, I mean I think Tony is talking about without the spell, like if you're able to identify magic artifacts during a
no,
short rest.
No. You have to use a spell pretty much for it all the time. Even if you're back at the city, if you remember, you had to go and find a wizard before you had the spell to actually do it. You have to use a spell at least in this world, I suppose. But you can attune to it over a short rest, for example, if it is an attuned, spell. But you do need to use the spell to actually identify it in the first place. Yeah.
Well, anyways, but I mean, let's have a short rest, and I'll either do it during the short rest or I'll take 10 minutes after, and it doesn't really change much. And I think
That's
we
what
had
you think.
yeah, 10 minutes, crucial 10 minutes after the 1 hour rest. But we had some effect from the bard, right, for extra healing during a short rest.
1 extra dice, hit dice.
D6.
Yeah, Song of Rest, right?
It gives a 1d6, not a hit die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone
true.
only gets a d6 rather than it being a
Yeah, D12 for a barbarian would be nice.
So yeah, Dudon gets back to his form, not a bear anymore.
Good.
Can you rest as a bear? Oh, it only lasts an hour, right? Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would just run out.
Plus d6.
Hey.
Oh.
Only need 5, but I'll take that. Fuck.
I'll use another hit dice.
Should it? Oh, no, like nothing.
I'm at 0 lucky points. I don't remember where I used those in.
During the fight, I think.
I think there was a lot required during the fight, yeah.
So the extra healing converts to temporary hit points, right? Yes.
You wish. You wish.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, it's the classic roll max on the healing after. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can stop critting now
Literally
when it's
everyone,
useless.
yeah.
I mean, that was even overheal for me. I only needed 7, but
Yeah, well.
Yeah. I was like 4 hit points from max. So I was like, I'm already gonna die pretty much to a 1 lucky crit, so.
Yeah, and so
Minimize
make
the
sure
chances.
to hit your short rest button, refresh any short rest abilities, whatever else.
Yes,
And
please.
so you're taking the rest first and then identifying the shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So after, actually, first I need you to all roll a perception check during your short rest.
Oh,
Damn.
crit! Heck yeah.
Why are we critting so much? 4 crits.
Just
In a
getting them
row,
out of the
almost.
way.
I mean, it's the first roll of the year for me, so it
Yeah,
was
my first
starting.
roll was
Sure.
critical failure.
During the rest, Dudon, you do hear thumping noises, some low moaning, some scratching noises from the sort of north side of the complex. But there's no immediate kind of threat. The doors are barred. They're not hitting the doors next to you. You quickly check, but you do hear the noises coming from other rooms. But nobody actually approaches you during the short rest. And on identifying the shield, you do identify the shield, which is a sentinel shield.
Oh, nice.
So basically, it has no other. I mean, it has the normal shield effects also of giving you AC.
I mean, that's pretty nice. Like perception checks, advantage, and initiative advantage. Can I like is it possible to do a religion check on the symbol or anything?
Yeah, you can.
If I know what that means. 17.
Yeah, looking at the shield, you can tell it is ornate and has been decorated in a kind of specific style that is reminiscent of other things in the crypt. So it does appear that you know, putting two and two together, the style and design is designed for the Cult of Orcus. However, the actual, like, you don't see any specific magical runes or specific kind of things that would, you know, suggest that it was like anything beyond an enchanted shield that is also decorative. However, it is decorated in a kind of demonic cult way that would maybe cause a problem if somebody else knew the demonic cult and you're walking around with their shield. So that's just something to bear in mind.
Gonna need a paint job.
Something like that, yeah.
Alright.
I'm thinking it's time for Jark to change to a sword and shield.
Not die.
Yeah, but doesn't help against crits.
No.
Crits are gonna hit anyway, but and that's the problem. I'm gonna die to a single crit, but
They're not gonna want to hit you if your heart
hit
hits.
you less, yeah.
Don't worry.
They're gonna be like, I'm not gonna crit, I'm not gonna hit that guy. I'm gonna go smack someone else.
Yeah, so do you want to take it then?
yeah.
I guess you would be the only one. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
Because yeah,
just
it's a
for
metal shield, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it from the picture.
Can you equip a shield with a short sword? Short sword.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have the proficiency, yeah.
I don't know if I have
Not AC.
proficiency to shields, but not that I would take it, but just thinking.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine you do, unless you took some extra trait or something. I don't think it's a standard bard thing.
Yeah, shield proficiency is pretty much tied to medium armor proficiency, so if you have medium armor, you have shields.
Okay.
That's an easy way to remember.
Leather armor is not medium armor?
No, it's
Nope.
light. Yeah.
Light.
So
Okay.
what AC would you Tony have now with the shield?
19.
Nice.
Not bad. So I put it in your inventory for now, yeah, and then yeah, you can update your AC and stuff, and then everything else should be fine. Okay, so the short rest ends, and you guys are left in the darkness. I mean, you have lanterns, but otherwise everything else is still unlit, and yeah, you're free to continue where you wish.
Is it possible to start looting the corpses, see if they have anything? Especially, I guess the D-box. Well, all of them, I guess.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
Alright. Oh.
I will investigate the statue as well.
Sure. Looking through the corpses, the selection of corpses in the corridor have been blown apart and destroyed quite considerably by the battle itself, as is required to kill zombies. So a lot of their like clothing and stuff even is destroyed. But what you can tell is that they are risen corpses long dead, as opposed to fresh corpses, if that makes sense. But that's really all you can tell initially looking at the first set of corpses. You can do a different investigation check for the Dibuk. Meanwhile, Finley, yeah, you check out this large, I mean, it's like a large statue, 10-foot tall stone carving. It's not a particularly good carving, but it's like as good as they can get it, I guess, with these large wings and this horrifying face with claws and all the kind of classic demonic elements that you would expect to see. You can make a religion check as well.
I'm guessing this has something to do with Orcus.
Yeah, as does Finley, but otherwise, who knows? You would, you're clever enough to logically put two and two together. There's a large demonic statue. It's probably Orcus, but outside of that, yeah, you're not sure any other particular religious significance for it.
Yeah, I want to investigate these altars here at the back.
Sure. Yeah, you can investigation check for that. Rain, looking at the Dybbuk, this corpse appears fresher, as in not kind of mummified to the point where it was, dead for a long period of time. And it's also wearing ceremonial robes, which you can see on investigation are have a number of similar markings to the shield, similar markings to some of the decoration in here that suggest that this guy was a priest of the cult of Orcus rather than a dead body that was revivified by the Dybbuk itself, if that makes sense. Looking through the pockets and etc. of the creature, you find 55 gold pieces in a small pouch hidden away in the robes.
So that's 11 for each. I'll
Yeah.
just split it straight away.
Split it out.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Add 11 gold pieces to everyone. Small windfall. And you also find an icon of Orcus, if you wish to take it. It's essentially a like you would hold a crucifix or something like that, but you're holding the symbol of Orcus, which is
Unholy symbol.
yeah, the symbol of Orcus is a horned head of a goat. But pretty.
And it's not like something that people
demonic.
really know. Like you wouldn't expect the normal person from the street to know what icon that is.
No, but they would probably associate it with not great things. If you have if you're holding a kind of statue of a horned goat, it's like, that doesn't seem too pleasant. But yeah, they wouldn't immediately go, hey, that's Orcus, But yes.
I'll hold it for now, but yeah, probably gonna put it on the bottom of my backpack so it's not
Sure.
right there. Also, well, yeah, never mind. Let Tony go through the altars now.
Yeah.
Who's done?
All right, he got the
I
3.
got 3.
Yeah, what you find on the altars is a lot of old literature here, but most of it is kind of rotted away, decrepit. You can tell, though, even with a 3, that it's an altar. Yeah, you can tell that even with a 3, it has been looted. So there appears to have been on top of here, like you can see where there would be like candlestick holders and stuff like that, where there would have been candlesticks, there would have been like symbols or some kind of, you don't know with that kind of investigation roll, but there would have been stuff on this altar, and it's been pretty much stripped bare, and only the books remain, or the papers remain, most of which are really damaged with age and hard to read.
No loot for us in here.
Near these sarcophagus, there's like these urns, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I like check like inside? Like, what is there inside these urns?
So the urns are stone and they are sealed up.
Okay.
So they are like large stone urns about the size of, like a football or something like that. And they have a kind of solid stone top, and they appear to have been sealed with some kind of like resin or something around the top, and then the jar lid placed on it, and then it's set like that. However, you can see there's a number of smashed ones also that seem to have been damaged. If you check out the smashed ones, they appear to have ash inside.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So you can investigate further if you want, or do a religion check maybe on would make more sense for that, I think, if you want to.
Well, I'll check that out then.
Nice. Yeah. At first you think maybe the ash is a body cremated, but then that kind of wouldn't make sense since the bodies are also buried here. So it's looking through the ash, it's more likely that this is some kind of like ritual burning of something done as part of the burial ritual. So these jars are something to do with like the ritual of these things being buried as part of the rite of whatever is going on here.
Yarrow kind of wants to make sure that all the other sarcophagi are also empty of corpses that might attack, and if there are still corpses, like I don't know, like put a stake
the
through their
stakes.
heart.
Yeah. Get the stakes. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, I
yeah.
think it's a good idea to cover our backs. Might be off the
So
back.
immediately surveying the room, there's 8 sarcophagi here. One is open and no corpse inside it. Sorry, 2 are open and no corpse inside it because you watch the Dybbuk take that corpse over. There is a third that has been opened with a wooden what do you call it?
Coffin?
A wooden coffin inside it, which has not been opened. And then the other 1, 2, 3, 4 are still stone sealed shut.
All right.
Are you gonna start opening them?
Well, starting from the one that is open and has the wooden coffin in there. Yeah. Better to open them now than to be fighting in another room and then hear sounds from behind us.
Finley's gonna just say that, like, well, just thinking that opening coffins and getting bodies out might not make some spirits happy. I'm just saying.
I'm not taking them out, I'm just making sure they are dead. And stay that
Right.
way. Nail a stake through the heart, into the coffin, so that they're stuck in the coffin, even if it doesn't work.
Right. I'm just saying some might find it a bit disrespectful. Just keep careful eye around you.
And yeah,
Well,
we
it seems
probably
to be
don't
that
have any...
Dybbuk also did that, so it seems to be the habit around here. So different
I mean,
folks,
there's,
different
like,
customs.
chair legs or something that you can...
Yeah,
whittle
there's
away.
plenty of pieces of wood around the area. And yeah, the coffin is right there, so this particular one is easy to open the coffin if you want to. Yeah, and opening up the coffin, yeah, you see inside a long dead corpse that is kind of wrapped in like a ceremonial burial shroud type of arrangement. But otherwise, yeah, appears to be long dead.
Is there like, do they have any items with them, or is it just a corpse?
Are you looting them?
I'm just checking.
Yeah, looking inside, they don't appear to have any items on their person.
Okay.
We're not grave robbing here.
We're just investigating.
Grave borrowing.
All right.
So what do you want to do with the corpse? Yeah, Eric.
yeah, could like to
You hammer.
yeah, like a chair leg or something to
That's
whittle it
brutal.
somewhat sharper. I don't know, using a knife or something. I'm assuming I have like a
Yeah.
something sharper and easier to use than a longsword.
I can start carving some with my axe.
Is it possible to, while they're doing this, to go look at the altars and see if there's anything on the text that I'm able to read?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And as I was looking at this big statue, I wanted to see if there is any place to put the sensor in. Like, do any of these items in this room have that sort of place?
Mm-hmm.
For the sensor
Yeah, you can make a perception check, Finland. You can make an investigation check as well. As Yara gets
perception,
to
did you
work.
say?
Perception, yeah, for you. Yeah. Looking across the room in general, and then also around the statue, etc. In here, it doesn't look like there are any other sensors that match the same description. It doesn't look like there's a particular place to put them. Yeah, so
Weird.
not in this room. Rain, yeah. Checking over the text, you find most of it is pretty difficult to read and destroyed over time. You find some general notes about like rites of it's called rites of passage essentially, but what you're getting from the text is that this is part of a rite of like essentially the idea is that you want to make sure that the corpse is here and available because they are pro undead, essentially, and they want you to be able to serve Orcus in the future for the cult by being buried here. But you get the impression that in this room in particular, from what you read about the markings of these particular graves, are like the most important people of the cult that get the position of kind of honor to be in the actual hall of the main kind of area itself. So there's just talks about how you burn all of their possessions, which is part of it, and put the ashes into this jar, which is sealed alongside a number of like blood ritual parts that are done with that, and then the body is prepared in the particular ritual, etc., so that you can then have these corpses kind of easy access, essentially, should the need arise for Orcus and his priests to raise you once again from the dead. But it's clearly a very honorable thing that not everybody gets the opportunity to be prepared in this way to serve Orcus in the future.
All right.
Are there any small animals like rats or anything going on around the rooms?
No, you haven't seen a single animal, creature, rat, anything like that immediately. There is one hole in the wall here, but otherwise the whole thing is pretty sealed up, being completely underground, with only small ventilation that you saw before, and most of the doors have been closed up. So,
Do undead make good pest control?
that could be related.
Did Finley inspect that statue already? Did he find anything from
Mhm.
there?
And I
What did
didn't
you-
find any spot for the sensor, because that's what I was looking for. Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like there is any place for it in this room specifically, or doesn't. Yeah, you would think that there is some specific spot to place it in, but I don't
Probably
even know if that's your plan anymore. What do you really want to do with the sensor?
Yeah, there are still other rooms in this complex, and
It did sound like this was the place for the high-ranking people, and our baker probably wasn't that high-ranked in the cult, so
yeah, it was just something he didn't after
it's just
work.
like you go
it was a
Sundays, you go to
hobby.
the
Yeah.
undead cult church, and like
It wasn't
I
his
mean-
job.
yeah, more like a hobby.
Okay.
Side business.
You think the cult's got enough money to employ like 25 people full time? You know, come on. they need jobs. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe we found the room with the. If this was the room with the high rankings, then we should expect less crowd in the other rooms, eh? Perhaps.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, those ghouls did look nasty or whatever they were.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's two doors right now. Do we want to go towards the ghouls or south from here, away from the ghouls?
I think it would be good idea to handle the ghouls on the north door
Yeah,
before we continue.
probably.
Either way works for me. I mean, I don't think the end result is well. We'll see.
But
I
so-
can just describe the doors as well. On the north side, the doors are similar to all the other doors that you've been through, wooden and relatively sturdy, but not anything special. The south door in this chamber is covered in skulls, carved with skulls. So essentially, it looks like a big block of skulls that opens up. If that
That
helps you make a
seems
decision.
Important. But
Well.
do we? But yeah, Yarok is probably on the same page with Dudan that take care of the known threat first, and then
Sure.
Agreed.
So do we hear
So-
them outside of the door already?
No, taking a listen at this door, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, it should be like there should be spaces between because it's like quite a bit more to the.
yeah. It was
Well, maybe
like
if it's a long room.
here.
Yeah, somewhere
Somewhere.
around there.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
thinking how we can prepare in advance.
All right. Did
how we
the
hit-
corpse, by the way, react in any way when I staked it?
No, it didn't appear to react. Yeah. But it is firmly staked to the as best as you could to the inside of the sarcophagus.
But yeah, maybe should I go first if Yahruk opens the door and I'm on the front of the door in case there are some
Yeah.
enemies coming and stuff.
Are you gonna transform here or?
Yes, and I'm gonna cast Barskin. That's the last spell slot on those ones.
Because of the lantern.
Yes.
The lantern is like.
Okay.
But it points a weird way.
Okay. Yes, we go.
I pointed at the door.
Yeah, like what SWAT tactics does. One guy opening the door and go.
One guy
Okay,
shoot,
who's
throw
opening
in
the
a
door?
flashbang.
And
ready my bow.
I think Dudon.
Maybe they're
Dudon.
bit laggy.
Yahruk opens the door and I'm in
Good.
front of the door.
Everybody
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
there's a small corridor on the other side of the door, with another door at the end of the corridor.
Don't need.
Dudon, as you enter this corridor, you can make a perception check.
Wait.
Where's the 10-foot pole when you need it?
Passive perception 13. Is it smell related? No, wait, that's
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, you can.
so then that's an
Something like that.
advantage. And
Nice. Yeah, you kind of approaching the second door here. You particularly smell the rotting flesh of corpses or decaying things. But you also hear like a shuffling, an occasional kind of banging sort of sound on the other side of this door, the one you're at.
yeah, I'm passing that info to Yahruk mentally.
Check.
Over. Do you want to come to open this second door? Over.
Yeah. Copy.
I'll just stay at this door for now.
The corridor is 10 foot wide again, although the squares suggest it's even less than that. So it's pretty difficult for you to get to the door with Dudon there. You either have to be in front of Dudon, or Dudon has to open the door himself.
Can I try to open the door with my mouth?
You have pause as well. You can use
You
pause.
got pause, yeah. I think with
Yeah.
with intelligence, you're able to use the bear stuff to open the door. So yeah, feel free.
Even without opposable thumbs.
Okay.
Finley's just smashing the door open.
Stop.
And in we go. Slow.
So straight in front of you, before you even entered, there are two creatures in this room. A room which appears to be covered in sarcophagi, as similar to the previous room. But also hanging from the ceiling here are chains. The ceiling is higher than the other rooms, and there are chains hanging, and hanging from a number of these chains are sensors, which, are covered in cobwebs and haven't been touched for a long time, but hanging in the ceiling above you, take a quick look up and see hundreds of sensors up there, like various heights, just like hanging from above the ceiling. However, the impressive and important thing is straight in front of you, you see two kind of large, bulky, they still look like kind of like zombies, kind of decaying corpses, but they look like they're kind of like much bulkier, and they've been to the gym, they're like ripped. They don't look like just the corpses of humans. They have these long claws and long tongues, and you can see inside this room scratch marks all over the walls, across the floors, all over the area where these creatures have been. And yeah, I think you're gonna have to roll initiative.
Do these guys match the ones that we kinda? I don't know how well we saw them, but like they match them.
A small sneak peek.
Yes, they do. They are very similar.
Nice. I rolled the
Why?
same.
Oh, and the Jarek had the
Yeah,
advantage.
I clicked advantage, but didn't work for some reason.
Yeah, I think with initiative, it's not. It doesn't roll an advantage even if you toggle it on for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Does the crit on initiative cause anything?
No.
Yeah, it causes you to have a good roll.
No.
Yeah, rules as written only to hit.
Yeah, I think only attack rolls
Yeah, but
have like automatic success.
it doesn't really do that much as rule as just written. But
Often,
Just
yeah,
to-
people have, especially for ability checks. I think usually
yeah,
people
it's
use
just more fun when
yeah.
it does actually stuff.
But of course, like,
So-
but should still have something that doesn't work even if you crit success. Like,
But so in this case, me and Finley rolled the same initiative, and even though
Yeah.
Finley have more dex, but I critted, so should I go first?
Yeah, I think so.
Just because of sake
are
of the
there actually
crit.
any rules to how it's supposed to go if you have two people at the same initiative
It's with the dexterity.
modifier?
the
Like the one with the
initiative.
higher.
I think that's just actually a homebrew thing that everyone
Mm.
does, but is not actually in the rules. I think it just doesn't say.
My dex is
anywhere
5. Or I'm
from
sorry,
memory, but
dex is 3.
It shows 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have the jack of all trades.
Yeah,
was it?
jack of all
Plus
trades.
one. But is that your dexterity modifier or the bears, by the way?
I
don't.
just click initiative.
That's
My sheet.
how much dexterity does the bear have?
0.
So
Yeah,
you
but
should have
is the initiative like
it's with dex modifier. It's
okay.
basically a dex roll. It's
Yeah, but I guess it's
Yeah.
just like, not does it use the bear stats or Dudon stats, because he could form out, for example, during the fight,
Yeah.
and then well, but I guess it is the bear stats.
no,
the-
but yeah,
the
but then
stats you
also,
have at
also
the point
all
of
the
rolling.
mental stats are remaining of the you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, but
and
yeah.
so is initiative like
it's
reaction
dexterity.
to the but
But yeah, the strength, dex, and constitution
Dex.
are like not mental
Yeah.
stats, basically.
Yeah, dexterity is like your reaction speed at the start of combat. Like, how fast can you react? Like, oh shit, it's combat time. Yeah, like in Pathfinder, for just this reason, like Make is explaining, you can use dexterity or, I guess, wisdom. I don't remember, I haven't played Pathfinder. But yeah, you can like decide, is it your physical reaction speed or a mental reaction speed, whichever is better. But we're playing D&D right now, so
yeah. The initiative stuff is always a little bit. It doesn't make that much difference ultimately. I mean, there's a lot of cases also where you kind of don't want to go first anyway.
yeah,
So like, I don't feel like it's like super important.
yeah.
To make sure it's 100%
Everyone
right.
gets
It just
the same
gives
amount
us,
of
yeah,
turns anyway.
just gives us turns, and I guess sometimes you might need to act before the enemy, but it's not going to be over in one round in most cases, right? So it kind of it's not that relevant, I think. But so I think it's fine for now, and it makes sense that Dudon goes first, having opened the door straight into the action, right? Like it'd be weird if he went last in this scenario. But anyway, yeah, good rolls. Everything is set up, I think. So, Dudon, yeah, you do get to act first. I think you guys, yeah, both you are equally surprised, even though prepared for it. You're not surprised by them, and they're not surprised by you. So we'll just do normal turns.
yeah. Can I attack this guy without this guy having a attack of opportunity?
No. I mean, if you walk
No.
past him, he's going to give you opportunity to attack. Yeah. There is no.
Well, in that
Yeah.
case, I'm gonna go here. I actually need to bring one over there so I can see it.
Oh, didn't I give you vision on that token before?
I thought you
Might
did.
have
Maybe it's
reason,
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see, so
since the vision of the map was reset like even though last time we played, obviously we had seen earlier parts of the map, but
Oh no, it's
This
right.
time.
You do have vision, but you don't have any dark vision on a bear,
Ah,
so you can't see unless there's light in the room.
it is correct.
It is correct. Yeah, there is no light in
I
this
see.
room,
I
and
see.
you walked into it dark with a bear with no. I mean, you have the sense of smell.
yeah,
you,
he
and
smells the guy right next to him.
Yeah, you understand that there are creatures. You
So-
can hear them, but yes, in this case, you are essentially blinded. Yeah, you can't see.
Yeah, it kind of smell
I'm-
real bad.
Yeah, I'm staying here, not the
But I mean, yeah, you can see because of the light coming in through the door, right? Like you can,
Yeah.
you can actually see in the room. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we got lantern from Stain and stuff.
So yeah, I attack this guy and try to be on the way to this. Actually, no. So our backline can shoot. So I'm
We can shoot over you. It's fine.
true.
I don't think it would give like half cover or anything. Or
No, I think it's fine.
Then I'm just gonna attack bite. Stronger bite.
Multi attack.
Yup. That hits probably. What the fuck? That's a good roll. 10,
Nice. Yeah.
10 claw hits. 14.
14.
14 on this one is gonna hit. Yeah.
11.
Ah, okay. So 22 damage.
Is
Max roll.
is enough to kill him.
Yeah, it is actually enough to
No?
kill this one. As Dudon just rips through this thing. Yeah, like
Rubber.
Beer sounds.
I'm surprised you just didn't add 1-0 after its health.
no, we gotta be fair. Like they don't have particularly large health pool, and yeah, Dudon is able to rip through the creature and just destroy it. Basically, there's nothing left for it to be animated. As yeah, you destroy the first creature here.
Damn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Probably leaves a foul aftertaste though.
Definitely does. So of these creatures as well, one of them is well, the one behind you is a bit bigger, is a different look to this one in front of you. It has longer claws, a longer tongue. It's just a little bit bulkier and just seems to be a little stronger, a little larger than the one that you just destroyed, just so you guys know. But yeah, you also do hear that coming from this room, there are other creatures. You saw two of these creatures when you were in that room, Dudon. And yeah, there's one of these other creatures that looks slightly different to the first one you saw. So you know that there are at least two more creatures around the corner in the other room. Just to keep you up to date. But yeah, good turn, Finley.
What was the situation with torches? Because I thought, didn't we bring like couple torches with us? And some people had. Did Rain have one, or
I think I have like torch going right now. Yeah.
you have a torch?
Yeah.
How,
I think I gave a lantern to Rain.
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's
Because
lantern.
could I grab a lantern from either of them while I go in as a bonus action or something? Like as I'm just gonna go to the
Yeah.
room, could I just
I
grab
don't
the
think
lantern?
Yeah, I don't think it even requires a bonus action.
Okay,
to
great.
Do that.
That's
I think it's
amazing.
fine.
Yeah. So I'm just like, oh damn, the bear just went in. It's pitch black in there. Can you give me that? And I'm just gonna grab the lantern from Rain, I guess, and
Yep.
just
I'm not giving mine.
go to the door.
This was expensive.
This is that expensive one.
Is it giving the right amount of light for me currently?
No, I haven't said it yet.
Yep.
Sec.
It's gonna get dark in here.
Oh, I can't actually.
There we go.
remember.
Should be correct.
Okay. Which is it? Is he here?
Well, you only see one creature when you walk into the room, which is the one directly behind Dudon. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Dudon on this grid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He's on those 4 squares there.
Oh, okay. Can come here then. And I see it.
I think
Can't-
he's there as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's 4 squares, so
Ah,
he's
okay.
all
Okay,
4 of them.
perfect.
Yeah.
Large boy.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. Is it possible to maybe stand there if that's?
Sorry, where?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So these you would have to like. There's sarcophagus
Yeah.
remains there, so yeah, these would be difficult terrain outside of the center.
Yeah. You only have
Area.
1 square of
Can I
movement
not
left.
step on the corpse here then?
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain, so it just slows your movement, but you can still stand there.
I'll just rather stand here than on the corpse. But
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. This corpse of the creature you just killed is fine to walk
Okay.
on. This square here is
Okay.
difficult terrain. Yeah.
sure. Since I can't go further from here, I think
I mean, you can climb over the sarcophagus.
No,
they're only sort of
my
table
movement
He
height.
doesn't have movement.
Oh, your
like
movement,
that.
right? Yeah, sure.
Wait, what is this? I don't remember if what we used on the creatures earlier and like what kind of damage was effective on them, but these might be new ones. So anyway, so I think I'm just gonna try to cast Dissonant Whispers on the bigger guy that I see. So make a Wisdom saving throw. And,
Yeah. So
How smart are these guys?
you either take
We'll
full
see.
or half of that.
yeah. I wondered where you were rolling, but yes,
yeah.
that's right. Wisdom saving throw. It has not got good wisdom. 1 sec though. It
And
does
it's
have
psychic
other.
damage.
Yeah, it does have other potentially things, but no, that's fine. It fails, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes 9 psychic damage.
And must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as possible.
Nice.
From-
Yeah. So let me do the damage first.
Whispering some scary stuff to it.
Yeah, you're surprised that anything would scare a creature like this. It's basically a walking.
A
walking
deafened creature
monstrosity.
Nobody
obviously
loves
to
you.
sit.
I think it already knows that, to be honest.
No
Okay,
one in
so
this cult wants you.
so it's gonna leave the here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay,
Hey.
Hey,
it's gone. Jump down.
turn.
Combat
Combat
over.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything
I
else you
think
want to do
there's
for
light in the room now.
Cool. You brought light into the room. Anything else? Or we good? Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Bye. Stay.
Lights appears fine.
Question: does my fire arrow bring light? So if I shoot it to a wall or something.
Depends what you hit. If you like hit a stone wall, it's not going to really light anything up. If you manage to stick it into a object or something that would keep it burning for a little while, like a wooden something or a, something like that, then I think it would be allowed. Yeah.
Do I want to move into the room?
Yeah, you could probably ready an action to shoot at
That's what I've been thinking this whole time.
shoot at the first undead that appears.
So I do have a line of sight straight to the where the undead ran into.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just ready an action.
Okay.
I'll
You're ready in action to do what when what happens.
shoot when I see an enemy.
Yeah.
At
Fair
the
enough.
enemy, of course. Let's just shoot randomly.
Sure. So yeah, you save your action ready for the creatures. Yarok.
Well, I'm first gonna go a bit deeper into the room. 1, 2, 3, and it's like 4 or 5. It's like this square still difficult terrain.
Yeah, just for
Okay.
ease, we'll just like the whole north.
Okay, so I
Like
can't
all of this
move.
is difficult terrain.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I can't move any further. Thinking of, do I have the rush? I could go further if I use my adrenaline rush, but it's kind of hard to know how many enemies there are still. So, I'm gonna ready an action that after the first undead has finished its movement closer to me, I'm gonna use turn undead.
Okay, sure.
And
So, yeah. No, yeah, okay.
that's my turn, I think, yeah.
Also getting ready for the invasion of the undead. Yeah, perfect. Rain.
Well, I will walk like here, and I'm gonna ready an action to Eldritch Blast the first undead I see.
Oh, the first undead is gonna have a bad time.
Well, speaking of the first undead,
It's gonna be a minion or something.
Yep. Only
Just the
after each-
hand.
yeah, one of
finishes
those
its
hands just
movement.
comes around the corner and gets 3 shots in the face.
What? Why am I circled?
Okay, so this
No, you are just standing on top of the body. I think that shows the.
Ah.
yeah. This ghoul comes around the corner, into the room, at speed as it's running forwards. But yeah, you guys can take your shots then at this creature. if you
Fire!
Jesus!
wish. Nice. 24 hits. 11 does not
11.
hit.
I need to stop using
Well,
sharpshooter. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Don't you have the?
Are you using the precision
Yeah.
precision shot or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Thanks, guys.
Maneuver?
Thanks for playing the game for me. Maneuver, yeah.
Do you have any maneuvers left? Do you get them
Is
back?
it
on short
possible
rest?
to use?
Short
Yeah, I
rest.
guess.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess all back. Nice.
That's a 12 hit.
A 12 actually does hit though.
Fuck.
Nice.
So yeah, good stuff. So you both hit, and you can roll damage. 12 damage from Rain. You know how much you need. Stain. Wait, what the fuck?
Fucking kidding me.
What the?
Oh yeah, the sharpshooter gives like +10, right?
Oh, it does.
Yeah. That seems broken that you can use the downside of the sharpshooter and then add precision attack so that you don't get the
Balances
downside.
out, I guess.
Crazy, yeah.
Okay, 22
Um,
damage.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Plus
20,
11?
34
Yeah,
points of damage in
+11
total.
mod weight.
Plus 11 mod.
I'll double check that.
Well,
So, the 1d6 is 4, and then you get the
magic weapon.
Magic weapon.
oh yeah
plus
+1
plus
from
one.
the magic weapon. Yeah. The 10 comes from the sharpshooter trait that
Yeah.
he beat that he took.
Oh.
It gives him a -5 to hit or something, was
Yes.
it?
-5 to attack.
Yeah. But then +10 to damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's designed exactly for this,
Yeah.
which just hit. So yeah. But yeah, the combination of the force of the bolt and the Eldritch Blast hit the corpse and just blast it into pieces as it comes around the corner without a problem as well. So Yarrick, you keep your turn because you know.
I'll ignore this first trigger since it,
Yeah.
It didn't
It gets
finish its
blast-
movement.
yeah, it didn't get to even finish its movement. It just blasted the first.
Yeah, it's a proper like movie scene where you guys are like, oh, and it comes out the corner, just gets blasted away. Nice. Okay, well he's dead as well. However, there's it's the turn of this one, which is dead. So now it's the turn of the creature that ran away. So after Dissonant Whispers, it's just that, right? And then it doesn't. Yeah, it's not an ongoing effect. Yeah, fine.
So.
So the creature then. So one thing. Okay, that's fine. Creature comes around the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, avoiding the difficult terrain.
Back to the same spot.
Yeah, basically. Can it do anything else? It can't really. So it's gonna dash because just makes sense for it. 5. Okay, I think it's relatively intelligent. I think it's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 and start clambering over the stuff to not attack the bear because it's a bear and attack the human flesh that it wishes for, and not the human flesh in armor because it's intelligent enough to
Doesn't like canned
discern
food.
targets.
The
Yeah.
one not covered in armor is easier to.
Yeah, it doesn't know that, but there's a shielded, armored guy,
Yeah.
and then there's a guy in leather armor, so he's going for Finley, but he can't do anything else after the dash, so that's it. There is one more though to come. So Yarrick, you can
Yeah. I'll
do your thing if you wish. Yeah.
yeah to present my holy symbol, my necklace, and speak a prayer in Orcish, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw or be
Or
turned.
start running again.
Yeah.
Now, this creature has advantage on Turn Undead. Turn Undead's a bit of a bait spell because there's so many
Yeah, it's
undead
like-
creatures that have advantage against it anyway. But however,
Yeah,
it has
I
no
think the-
modifier, so
The thing is that if they wouldn't have it, then turn undead would be really strong. But then,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, it succeeds. Unfortunate.
Your mic is muted.
Hmm?
Tony.
Whoosh.
But I didn't
Ah.
say anything.
Ah, okay. I just
He
think
was just
you-
disappointedly silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Were there any other undead within 30 feet, since they don't have to see me, they just have to hear me?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It's not within 30 feet of you. Unfortunately for it, because it's now its turn. But sorry, roll 20 is giving me problems. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I mean, that's where it can get to. So it's going to dash as well. Why not? 5, 10, 15. I think it's not as clever. It's just going to run at the nearest thing that it can see. So yeah, with its dash as well, it's done. Dudon.
I'm gonna hit this guy below me next to the Finley. So first bite. Nope.
Nope.
Then gloves. Nope.
Nope.
That's it.
Yeah. After a good first round of attacks, the second attacks go wide as this thing is but maybe a little easier to dodge out of the way of your attacks. Finley. Sorry. Dudon. All creatures within 5 feet of this creature must succeed in a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Ah.
So Finley, you also have to do this.
No.
So
No?
DC. Yes, you do. Yeah. Any creature that starts its turn within 5 feet of this creature needs to do Constitution saving throw. You fail, you are poisoned, as the stench of the creature is overwhelming. Yeah, Dudon,
They
you're
don't
not
care.
poisoned, but it also means because you succeeded, you are immune for 24 hours to this effect as well. So you don't have to do it anymore. But yeah, so Dudon, you don't care in your bare form about the smell of rotting flesh, but Finley, yeah, this smells like shit. So you are unfortunately poisoned.
Okay. I would like to cast Thunder Wave, but I think I have to, because it's a cone, I have to go here, and I have to cast it like this, whatever it is shaped like, so that I don't hit
in an
Dudon as
angle,
well.
Yeah.
you can hit me. It's fine.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
If you can hit another enemy as well, it's fine.
How big is the cone?
15 foot
Cube.
cube.
Cube, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I don't know what a cube
15
is
foot
actually.
radius or
Well,
Range
Sides.
cell. Yeah. In a 15-foot cube originating from you to every direction.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't
So-
know shapes. Well, in that case,
Don't hit
Back
me,
to
please.
school.
So it's like the entire team except
15 feet. Oh, it's that much, really?
yeah.
Or is it 15
yeah,
feet
it's not like
diameter?
the one
15
in...
feet diameter? No. Like,
No, it's just 3 squares on each side. So
Jesus, why does it have to be so big?
it's this. It's this.
If I'm surrounded, then it's
What?
good.
No.
Yeah, it's really good for like
That's
when you're
Oh,
surrounded.
well, that's
or-
Wait,
fine. But I don't want to
15
hit.
Oh,
them.
I guess it's
15
a 15
foot.
foot.
Yeah, it's along the
cube.
sides. It's not
What
a
if
circle.
I go
won't ever be a
here?
radius.
Hey, I can go here because I'm still at the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go here. You can move the. Yes.
Yep.
Perfect. Now it can fly over Dudon if it succeeds.
I'm covering my ears.
Yeah, I think the way that people normally do Thunderwave is that you can put the cube like this, for example, or
Yeah,
like
in
this,
front of you.
as long as it originates from you. But the way I read it as well, this seems like the most logical way. Like you're
Yeah.
exploding it outwards from you. But
Exactly.
people often allow you to like. I think if you Google it,
And I
people
think
will
in
say-
Baldur's Gate as well, it's like a cone attack.
In Baldur's Gate, they just gave up with the cube thing and
Yeah.
they just went, it's a wave forwards, which
Yeah.
also makes sense with the spell. But I think the idea of the spell is it's like exploding out from you.
Yeah,
and
from
knocking
you,
everyone
yeah.
away from
Yeah.
you, which makes way more
Yeah.
thematical sense for the spell rate.
So Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
My goal is to push it away from me. but,
yeah, which likely will work if it fails. Constitution saving throw.
And that
So
might
does it have
be-
to? Does it have to?
Doesn't
Horrible.
have good constitution either.
Does it have to beat my spell save DC for that, or what does it have to beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, spell save DC.
13.
Has no constitution.
Oh, fuck you! You always do this, man. Okay,
Yeah.
well, take half
So-
of 5 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a huge boom, which inside a small stone room as well, reverberates around the
Ringing
room.
ears.
Incredibly loud, yeah.
Warn me next time, Finley.
What does poison do to me, by the way?
Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, was it?
Yeah, I was going to pull it up to.
Yeah. So
give you the
it's
exact-
good to use saving throw spells since those aren't affected.
Okay.
Tactically sound decision.
I do have lesser restoration, but it's a full action, so I didn't want to use it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Rounds from
can't
the
post
deep.
this here, but a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That is it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah.
Does Finley get to retake the saving throw, or is it just for a set amount of time?
Oh, for the poison?
Good
To
question.
Yeah, for the poison.
save from it.
What?
Well,
You're poisoning until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So it just runs out, yeah.
okay.
At the start of Finley's next turn, but then she would have to make the save again, or he would have to make the save again until he succeeds and then
Yeah,
he stops
oh, yeah,
acting.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If he's within 5 feet still. Okay, so anything else, Finley? You done?
I have 1 bardic inspiration. Does anyone want it? Wait, is it even
I
a
don't
bonus
think
action?
it's-
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So,
Yeah, is it? No.
Yes.
I think this.
I'm a bard. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know my maneuvers half the time.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Give someone a bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is bardic. Yeah, bonus
Use
action, yeah.
bonus action in your turn to choose one.
Yeah.
Is it like 30 feet that you can see? from the range?
60 feet of someone who can hear you. You don't have to see. You can just
because you're shouting it, yeah.
yeah
I'm not gonna use it now. My turn is ended.
perform a song, and whoever hears it gets.
Well, only one person who hears it that you
Yeah.
choose.
Okay, Stain.
This one's for you.
Another target is lined up.
Now,
Eventually.
because of the goddamn boom, I'm worried that the south door is gonna open.
It's not like
What, the
causing
door
doors
covered
to
in
open.
skulls? I think that's...
Yeah, how far away is
fine.
it? That should be like
It is.
hearable to
Yeah.
that far away.
Yeah, but
Yep.
it's not opening
Yeah, yeah, way.
doors. It's just
The
a
range of
sound.
feet is long, yeah.
Yeah. Like the entire castle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but also the entire castle
Drums in the
hears a thunder booming outside when it's a natural like thunderstorm, so it doesn't really matter. It's
Yeah,
just a
but
sound.
it's probably a different sound when it's outside than in the catacomb.
Yeah, but-
then underneath your feet, yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying these
all
are
of
very
those are-
intelligent
we are
creatures,
here.
and the sound isn't opening doors, so it's fine.
Yeah, it should be. But we'll see.
Well,
So to
what do you
find
say?
out.
What do you want to
I'm never fine, but yeah. I do what I do best, which is miss every shot. I'll shoot
Hunting
at the guy
under
who
the
I see.
crossbow. Monster hunter.
Let's go sharpshooter. Let's see how good you are. Better.
Ah,
Yeah, this time.
that hits, yeah. Oh, which one are you shooting, by the way? Oh, you can't see the south one, right? I guess.
The one behind the burr.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, more damage. This time.
Insane. Yeah, that is more than 22 damage. So another, yeah, this time a perfectly placed bolt from Stain straight through the forehead, and this ghoul also drops to the ground. Yeah, nice.
Nothing else to do, but I'll keep an eye on the south side because I'm
Sure.
worried.
Yeah. Yeah, you tend to look down there.
I don't
At the
know.
moment, all quiet. Yarok.
Yeah. I'm. Well, since you can move through friendly people that are difficult terrain, so
That's fine, yeah.
I'm thinking I can make it to here.
Roll under, dude.
And I've got 2 spell slots left, but nah. I'm just gonna hack away at it, even though the longsword doesn't do that much more damage anymore, since I've forsaken my greatsword. But
Sure. Go for it. 18's gonna hit though, yeah.
oh, sorry, I've got the
Yeah. So
I
it's
forgot
just the
to-
5 damage, right?
Yep. And then I'm gonna use War Priest to make another attack as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. And that hits as well, yeah. Another 5, okay. Yeah, the creature's looking relatively rough. It's a bit stronger than the other creatures, so it's still up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking hurt.
Yeah, that's my turn.
It kind of snarls and spins around as you're like hitting it from the other side. It doesn't know where to like look, who to aim at, as it's kind of flailing around. Rain.
Right, I'll move into the room to get some vision, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. And it's going to miss, and I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna end my turn. Thank you.
Hey guys! Oh shit! Never mind.
Bye.
The Eldritch Blast goes wide and hits a wall, and it is the creature's turn. Now, it is finally in combat, and maybe it's actually going to be able to do something. So, it is going to use its claw attack on Finley.
Ooh! Like I said, they think that they're not gonna hit, so they don't hit the
Yeah, right.
armored
Just
orc.
laugh was so evil.
Well, it's finally like they've literally done nothing except turn up
Yeah.
and get shot, so I'm glad that at
Yeah.
least one of them can do damage. Okay, cool. So it is.
And Finley was
Double
also
dice.
complaining that he didn't take any damage last fight, so
They got one shot, we get one shot.
You take 13 points of damage
Two
from the
ones.
crit of the claws, and you need to do a DC 10 Constitution saving throw with disadvantage. And unfortunately, you
And
are
it's
paralyzed.
Oh.
Poisoned and paralyzed. Yikes.
Poisoned and paralyzed. So suddenly you feel your muscles stop working, and you feel yourself completely stuck in place. What should we use for that? This one will do. Paralyzed. Yeah, at the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw for the paralyzed. Yeah, with disadvantage because you're poisoned. Yeah, and it is also going to then make another attack on you, I guess, with advantage because you're paralyzed.
Is it advantage or is it auto crit?
No.
Ah, yeah, good question.
No.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical.
Oh, it's a
hit.
crit. Okay.
So has to check first if it hits, but if it hits
Yeah, it's
with
a crit.
advantage.
Yeah.
But it gets advantage. It gets advantage to hit, right?
Yep.
Attack rolls against creature have advantage, and then it's automatically a critical hit if it hits. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Always me, Crimson. Why do you do this?
Man,
It
if I
crits.
had actually missed there, that would be...
Yeah, that would be sad.
Those are not damage, right?
Oh my god, this.
What?
How much health do you have?
Not
Well, I
much.
guess we'll see.
14. That could have been a lot worse. That's 4d8,
Yeah.
and I rolled a 1, 2, and a 3.
Wait, how much is it?
Take 14 points of damage from the crit as the it's a ghast, just in case anyone's interested. Leans in and then chomps down on your shoulder of the paralyzed creature, having created a nice meal for itself. That's the end of its turn now.
I am
Okay.
very hurt.
27
you got-
damage,
you
and
got-
you're not even down.
It should have gone for Yarok. It could have got rid of him. Yeah.
Jarek would be like, I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
I am almost dead, but
Finley is looking very rough as this ghast is,
Once again,
sinking
my-
the teeth in.
Max HP is 19. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
you got the feat for extra health,
Yeah,
right?
why isn't it up
Oh, it didn't add?
Okay, well,
Did you have like something like energy drain or something that
Oh,
reduced your max
yeah,
health
you
from
did.
the last fight?
Oh, yeah.
The debug reduced your max health.
Yeah.
How much is my max health
When does
again?
that end?
I think you did go above 20 because you took the feat
Yeah,
for
that's,
extra health.
yeah. I just remembered when I said
Yeah.
my
Ah, yeah, that
health is-
resets on a short rest.
Okay.
The debug's drain, so
Okay,
you
now I
should
have
get.
to recalculate, but yeah, that
Yeah,
it's not
I
my
think it
turn,
was-
So
Yeah, I think it was 3 points it reduced you by, right?
I took 27 points of damage this round, so
Yeah, didn't we say Finley was going to tank the next fight?
Yeah.
I did, and I'm still up, standing.
Dudon.
I'm still
First,
standing.
oh no, you're immune now to the stench. That's fine.
Yeah. I see this and I'm mentally just yelling at this creature that he should attack somebody his size and I'm gonna bite.
Pretty sure there is
Technically, you're
size.
twice the size of him. The 14 is going to hit. Yeah. It's not wearing armor. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's a big hit, and it is looking pretty rough.
And
Okay.
then
max
close.
HP is 22. Yeah,
Yeah, that hits as well.
it's pretty easy to remember since my
Max
damage.
rolls. Yeah.
Did you? Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's max damage.
Insane, yeah. With the 26 points of damage from the claws, you are able to rip the creature apart
Thank you,
back
Dudo.
down to nothing again as it collapses onto the sarcophagus.
And
So the paralysis lasts 1 minute, but you could technically take a saving throw every 6 seconds. So essentially, you will eventually save, or it will wear off after a minute. Either way. So Finley comes back from paralysis. The poison, however, I'm not sure how long that lasts.
It was the start of next turn.
So I have to.
Oh yeah. So again, eventually you will succeed the save, so it's fine.
Oh, so I'm not. Okay.
You don't need to just roll saves every 6 seconds until you succeed, because at some point you will succeed. So it's fine. Yeah, so Finley comes out of the poison, the paralysis, that's hard to say, but is incredibly badly injured. A huge ghoul bite on the shoulder. You can see it's like necrotic and festering. As
You
you
should
took
get
a
that
huge
checked.
amount of damage.
As a medic, my professional opinion is that's nasty.
However, for now at least, everything else appears quiet, and we drop out of initiative. Stain keeping his eye on the south door,
Yep.
but there doesn't appear to be anything at the moment coming through there, at least not immediately. So yeah,
Mm.
I'm joining Stain. I don't know if the
So,
I
so
can handle this,
the
you can go
sensors
investigate.
on the roof, are they like in the entire space of this room that we're currently in?
yeah, make a perception check now that you're in here and able to look around.
Ooh, 23.
Guys, I'm not
Yeah.
feeling so good.
What do
Yeah,
your
just
yellow eyes
ignore
see?
Finley in the corner.
Get out of there.
Oh, the sensors, yeah. So basically hanging at various lengths of chain from the ceiling, which is an additional maybe like 15 feet above the rest of the ceiling heights in the other room you've been. So this room is extended upwards on purpose with like a domed ceiling so that they can hang sensors essentially from here. So there's like hundreds of sensors, some on 15 foot of chain, some on 10 foot of chain, some on 5 foot of chain, so they're varying heights all over the roof. So you count, roughly 100 up there, but you can see that a number of the chains end without a sensor on it, and you can see on the floor around you there's a number of sensors that have just fallen off over time, and also there are chains on the ground here that appear to have been pulled down, and each one of the sensors is a different design, slightly different but similar to the one that you have as well. All of them are like gold, or at least gold leaf or gold plated or some kind of, so they shine as you move the torch around and look pretty expensive overall, which is probably why they were originally looted in the first place, as everything else in here is kind of usually stone and not looking particularly valuable. You also see 6 sarcophagi in here with the similar urns and smashed a couple of smashed urns, smashed sarcophagi. You see an open coffin that's been dragged out of the sarcophagus, and there's still a body inside there. Again, it looks like this whole room has been looted thoroughly by previous people here.
Question.
I ready my steak.
Can we use hit dice on other times than immediately after short rest? Okay.
No. You have to
Basically
show
during
us
short
the
rest,
dice.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you end it.
So yeah, Finley's looking very rough, but if you enter the other room, Finley, you can also make a perception check just to have a look around the next room.
Sure.
Nice. As you have a quick look around this room, it appears to be like a combination of like an office and a workshop. Here there are like tools as well as papers, books, everything destroyed and heavily looted, crates prized open, the drawers and thrown on the ground of the desk, the stuff all over the floor. But what you gather from this is that this looks like an undertaker's office, essentially a place where the bodies would be prepared, and then also a place where there seems to be kind of like records are kept, as well as like a little lounge area on the south side with a little fireplace. And you see that the other side here of the vent, the ventilation thing that went through to the storage room. Yeah.
What is this?
That's there's a corpse under a sheet on a stone slab with a number of tools around for the preparation, embalming, and such things of a corpse.
Okay.
And that's where we saw in through.
Yeah. And then
Storage room.
this is the room that Dudon ended up in.
Yeah.
It appears to be like a ventilation shaft that goes out to the fresh air coming from above through the grate where you guys came in first.
After I've looked around a bit, I'm just gonna go and lay here on the sofa like, guys, can I take a quick nap, please?
I think you can probably take a short rest here.
You guys can take an hour if you want, yeah?
Yeah. I don't personally have any need, so I'll just start investigating the room, see what I can find.
So is it like those that want can just like rest, and those that
Yeah.
can
I don't think the
just
whole party
investigate.
needs a short rest at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone who wants
spend
to
an hour like that.
rest can, and then yeah, the others can be doing stuff during. It's fine.
I'll stake down all the visible corpses.
Okay, yeah. Eric gets to work staking the
And
corpses
remember to
down.
use the Song of Rest thing, Finley, for yourself as well.
Can I use it multiple times a day though?
I think once per rest.
I think
Oh,
it's
you
just
guys
every
just
time
do-
you
do- do-
rest from memory.
During a
Every time you rest,
short
that you use a hit dice. I think
Yeah.
you need to use a hit dice to get the.
Okay.
But yeah, only for the first hit die that you use.
Oh, what do you mean only for the first?
Like.
It's once per hit dice. I mean,
Once
once
per
per
short rest.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you use a hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so with a 24
Oh,
investigation.
yeah, sure. Yeah, looking through like yeah, as before you kind of easily work out the intention of the room here and what it's for. The notes tend to be there's books on embalming corpses, there's books on the preparation of corpses and that sort of stuff, like general like semi-medical or funerary and mortician type of documents. And then there are also kind of notes on particular like names that people that have been interred here in the sarcophaguses, etc. You do find with a 24 a more step-by-step guide or piece of information about the censors, which are basically like for people who are not worthy enough to be sarcophaguses. They are interred as ashes in the censors, which they then have hanging above in that other room, again to be called as spirits, to as ghosts or specters, to basically be used by the priests of this cult to attack their enemies or whatever, right? They're essentially volunteering to become undead in the future once they die. And and there's a big list of names of people who were put into these censors for that purpose as well. However, everything in this room is heavily looted. You do find, though, some scrolls. Oh, one scroll, in fact, but it is a scroll of the Arms of Hadar spell.
Oh, actually, I have one of those already. Oh,
Yeah,
have
I
two.
think you might find another one in this place.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I didn't buy one.
Alright.
At least.
So you get the Arms of Hadar scroll. Yeah, and you also find with a 24, which is a very good roll, there is a hidden compartment on the desk of the Undertaker's office. However, you notice as you're kind of looking through that there is a hidden kind of section of one of the drawers. You don't know how to open it, but you're kind of knocking around. You feel that it's hollow, and it was probably overlooked by the previous looters. So you feel that there's like a hollow section in the desk, but you don't know how to open it.
So there's no lock even. I don't even know what the locking mechanism would be. Okay.
No.
Well,
no.
I'm just gonna tell that there's a hidden compartment in this desk, and not sure how to open it. Can I do any check to try to find the? Or
you would get the impression that you need to either force it open somehow, or there is like a button or something that you press somewhere on the desk, but you didn't find anything with your investigation when you looked, so it's pretty well hidden, however it is.
Okay.
Do you need a strong hand there, Rain?
It could be. That could be one way to open it.
Crunch.
Just force. Yeah, go for it, I'd say. I'm gonna maybe stand back a bit in case there's any traps. Just
Yeah.
gonna-
So Yarek, if you want to, how are you? So it's essentially a drawer with like a false bottom. So like the drawer itself is there, but it's actually like thicker than it looks. So like the bottom is raised up, so there's space to put something underneath it. So it is just wood. It is just wood. However, you obviously The downside would be that if there's anything fragile within this and you just smash it on the ground, you might smash whatever's inside.
Yeah, and but it's also like, yeah, there might be some fail-safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we don't know what's gonna happen to the contents anyway. Maybe we should try to first at least try to find if there's some way we can
Okay.
not break it.
Mm,
But
So-
how? Now that is a question.
yeah, since it's like a investigation, so
But
Yeah,
so can I roll again for investigation to try to find the button specifically, or is that something that was already included in the earlier roll, but I didn't find it?
Yeah. The second one.
Okay, all right.
Basically, it's an incredibly well hidden button, and you didn't investigate well enough to find the button, but you did investigate well enough to find the fact that it exists, like the space there exists. So maybe someone else could find it, but for Rain to investigate again is not gonna. You can't just keep rolling until you beat the DC, right?
Indeed.
Unless there's and there might be other methods, abilities, things that you have that might somehow be able to find that.
yeah, Rook is not really good at investigation, so
You should try.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt, right?
I'm resting, so I can't.
okay.
Yep.
Do that maybe?
I'm
Or stay.
not on that room even. I'm on
No,
the
yeah.
another room with Stein.
Mm.
I'm
So
just
keeping
my
an eye
icon
on
is
the
here
door.
that I
Oh
can
yeah,
see
true.
now.
Yeah, Stain and Dudan are holding the perimeter, so they're not.
You
in the
could have
room
just
alone.
called them there. if you want.
Yeah, I mean, you can call them over, of course.
Hey Dudan, do you have like better eyes? I can't see shit here.
How far away is he? You're gonna need to...
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, he walks
there's
over,
a
and you've got a whole
right
hour
line,
to
like-
kill whilst Finley is rested,
Yeah,
so
like-
you've got plenty of time for.
Yo, Dudan,
Yo!
what do your halfling eyes see?
Bare eyes, I guess.
If
Is
we are
form?
taking a longer short rest, then
Well,
I'm-
we're
Yeah.
like Finley is taking it right now, but
Yeah,
it's
but
still
if
going,
it-
so it's not been an hour.
Yeah, it
He
And
can
means
you-
drop
that
his form.
And
I
if
guess,
you are doing something right now, you can't take the short rest. I think you're not taking the short rest, right? Because you're doing actively something. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you
yeah,
have
in
to
that
decide
case
if
it's
it's
probably a
rest or
beer
not.
form. Yeah. Wait, how long did it last?
I think an hour. It might go on.
Thing is, the
longer,
bear form will
higher
be
level.
the bear form will be dropped by the end of the short
Short
rest.
rest,
Whether
yeah.
you take a short rest or not, it's still going to drop. So if you want to drop it preemptively, you're not losing anything in order to use your normal abilities, right?
you can stay in a beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level. What level are we?
Ah,
Like,
Oh,
okay, so it's
two.
half, so 2 hours now.
So you still have you'll still have another hour if you want to keep it up, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so it could be worse to keep it if you're
what
not.
do
gonna
your
take a
bear
short
eyes
rest.
see? Can't
Yeah.
smell around this problem.
So perception, I guess.
You can do
Or
perception or investigation, yeah.
Perception.
Well, I would have used perception then.
Well, there all still would have been 7.
does he
but
accidentally
I
smash
have-
it?
I have.
Oh, you had an advantage on perception checks
Yeah.
from the
Okay.
shield.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a perception check as well, yeah. I mean, Dudan just kind of pushes his snout around the drawer, but is unable to find anything. Yeah, I mean, with a 16 perception, I mean, investigating didn't work, but you take a kind of step back, look at the desk. There is a ornate pattern on the drawers, like handcrafted, and you imagine that there is some way of clicking part of this design or shifting or sliding something that's going to open it, but yeah, that's about all you get extra from that.
Wait, I have a lucky,
There's
so can I?
something
Oh, it's
here.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
when you roll
Yeah,
a 1, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
You
reroll.
can
True.
reroll with luck if you want, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
the bear just pushes its nose into the drawers a bit more. Yeah, I'll say
This
that.
drawer, it confounds us.
Yeah, you can. Wait, you get advantage on smell checks, right?
Yes.
You can roll again, once more, just for the smell of it, which isn't going to massively help you, but.
Brute force in this
But
Brute
with the
force.
crit,
Brute force.
what you smell is that there is definitely something chemical or alchemical, like something that suggests that it's like a potion essentially hidden here. So you know that much. You're able to sniff that out, but not how to open it, but just the fact that it's there.
But it could also be some So does it smell like what kind of? Because
mean,
it could
it's
be
very
like a
hard to
fucking
tell.
exploding potion or
It
something.
could be a trap, it could be, but there's just some kind of alchemical or liquid or potion or something in this drawer. Like that's all really Dudon can make out with his nose, you know.
But if it's a drawer, can you just smash it?
Yeah, but
But
that's
yeah,
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
smash it.
It might explode, for example. Like that's the.
You just
yeah,
might damage the contents if you smash it.
Yeah, but like, is it attached to the drawer? Like, can we take the compartment out and like?
You can try, yeah. Again, it might damage something within if you do that, but yeah, because obviously something is attached to this that.
So what does the drawer look like? Is that it has like some like decorative?
Yeah, it's just like
line work.
yeah, it's like carved in like wood, so that there's like a just an ornate design of like kind of twisting shapes around the outside of the drawer, like the part where you pull it, and then the handle is just like a brass pull thing.
But it doesn't have like no symbols or anything.
No symbols on it. No.
Okay.
Is can there be like closed? The
There's no like
Good
keyhole
see.
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not locked.
Yeah.
Like it's designed not to look like it's there, right? So
Yeah.
the drawer itself opens fine, and the drawer's been emptied. It's just you managed to notice that there's a compartment. I mean, I would say if you have no other options, you might just have to smash it and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Like that may just be, unfortunately, the only way.
Smash it carefully.
And also without too many people stacked up right next to it in case there's side effects.
Yeah. Well, firstly, to take it away from the door, like take the.
I'll move back again a bit, just in
Yeah.
case. It's probably gonna be fine.
Unknowingly laying down on the sofa, chilling.
Yeah, if you pull out the drawer and physically pull it out of the desk, there's like a click and a snapping noise as some kind of mechanism is broken by doing that. Therefore, the ability to open it in the normal way is ruined. But you have now the drawer in your hands. Which you can feel, is a bit heavier than it probably should be.
Don't shake it.
It kind of jingles a little bit. There's some kind of metal or mechanism that's still kind of inside it, but yeah.
I just like throw my dagger and like you can use that instead of the sword. Should be a bit easier.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
could try and pry it open. You could try and
Yeah.
smash it open. You could try
Prying
to
it open, be like,
Mhm.
like putting the dagger
Jump
in between
the side, yeah.
Yeah, sure. That will be a sleight of hand check if you want to do that.
Anyone else
Can
want to
I-
try?
You're
My
done?
hands are a
You're
bit-
done?
Big
I
for this.
can, yes.
Okay.
I probably need to get out of the bear
Form,
form.
yeah.
You would have to. There's no bear sleight of hand.
It's just, you have the claw. I mean, like you're very. I'd say you're very proficient with the claws. So.
I don't think the bear has sleight of hand.
Probably not.
proficiency.
But yeah, or I do not
Okay,
get
if you
back
want
to his
to drop
normal
the
form
then,
and
yeah, okay.
hands tickling. This is my thing, and I'm gonna go and natural one.
Bear just yeeted
Nope.
Oh.
from the room.
17 is enough to pry open the 15 is what you need it to be to pry open the thing, which you reveal there is a puff of poison gas that pops out as you do this for tampering with it. Oh, You take 6 points of poison damage as this puff of poison comes out. However, you've kind of taken the false bottom off the drawer, and inside is a pouch and also a potion bottle that appears to have been like even created in a way that it's like flat and long so that it fits nicely in this false bottom. And yeah, pulling that out, you can see it's actually labeled. This bottle is labeled as an elixir of health.
Hell. Hell.
Health.
Yeah,
Health.
Health.
Yeah, it potion of
Mm.
elixir of help. Or what did you hear?
I heard hell. Hell.
Ah, elixir of hell. I mean, that could be.
Elixir of health is not in the compendium, so I can't link it. But
It like what was it? It increased your max health for a while or something. What did it do?
there we go.
Oh,
When you drink this potion, it
disease.
cures any disease, removes any blinded, deaf, and paralyzed poison conditions. It's basically just a cleansing potion, useful for someone who works, around poisons and such things. And then also in the little leather pouch is 280 gold pieces.
Nice.
Do we just or do we put that in the organization fund?
Yeah, that one. That one. can
Do
be
we have
put,
it
yeah.
set up? Like, have we divided our money somewhere preemptively? Because I think we're just
I think
carrying
we've
it.
shared everything we've had so far.
Yeah.
But does someone want to be the holder
Banker.
of
The bursar.
funds? Yeah.
The financier.
I mean, I guess I can just put it in a different spot to keep track of it
Yeah.
if nobody else wants.
Yeah. Yark leaves these kinds of things to other people.
All right, I'll take it. Just need
Yeah,
to
I'm
remember not
taking
to
the
spend it. 285 it was.
280.
80. Okay.
Trying to get 5 extra gold out.
Bartering.
Bartering.
Did you say 290? Let's make it 300. Yeah.
Nice and even.
Number, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
Cool. So yeah.
Yes.
While Finley is still finishing up the rest, I'll do a ritual cast of detect magic.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. How long have we been doing this? That can I join for the short rest as well?
I guess it would have been.
If you join
don't
for a
know.
short rest now, then you're extending it by a longer period of time because it's probably been 20 minutes or something of you guys doing this. So then it would add an extra 20 minutes, but you can do that. Yeah. Depends how urgent, how quickly you want to get out of here. Or at
Is
least
it fine for
to
everybody?
continue.
Fine. Yeah.
Go for it.
If you need it.
Yes, I would
Get the
like
extra
to
bear
the
form.
wild shape. Yes,
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Has any of the probably
Okay.
none of the corpses have done anything about me putting stakes through them?
No.
Not even this one.
No, it didn't react to the stake.
Dude on you also I think get the Song of Rest
Yeah, you do.
D6 by the way.
At
Yeah,
least when
it's
Finley
the-
wakes up from his nap.
Sings in his sleep.
True.
Oh.
Good idea.
It comes so naturally to Finley.
It's like a snoring melody.
Melodic snoring.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic as well. What does Detect Magic do exactly?
Detects magic.
What range?
Yeah,
30
specifically.
feet I think it was from around me. Well, let me
If
paste it.
since Rain casts that as a ritual, I'm gonna cast also as a ritual detect poison and disease, so I got full detection going on.
Nice, yeah. You get probably very, very minor magical aura from the corpse that's on the platform. And coupled with kind of previously reading the notes and stuff, you get the impression that some part of the ritual that was required to start the process has been started on this corpse before whatever happened here happened. But other than that, everything else in the room is relatively mundane. And yeah, you don't immediately sense any other poisonous creatures or diseases either. Other than off the corpses of those ghouls in the other room, probably would flag that up. But yeah.
Secret
Okay.
compartment.
Oh, I mean, I say
there's
that as
poison in
well.
here.
Yeah, that would have been useful before, yeah. As you move around as well with detect magic a little bit, you would also detect magic faintly from the sensor and from the sensors hanging from above, as well as from the sarcophagus, like the bodies that have already been prepared that are inside there. You could just about tell that that's kind of also all kind of has a divine magical aura.
So from the sensors, like, how many of them have a magic? Like, are all of them like
Yeah.
magically active?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And are they in any like certain part of the room? Like, are they just like from wall to wall, or are they like is there a sensor like hanging from here from the corners, or is it just like around the middle of the room?
Yeah, it's like everywhere. It's like they just kept adding them to the ceiling wherever there was space, as a form of storage essentially, but also as part of the kind of the ritual. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So after some time, obviously the short rest will finish up, and yeah, if you guys want
Can we
Proceed.
take a
Did
bathroom
anyone
break before we continue?
investigate this part? Yeah.
I did
What-
like a general investigation of the room, but I don't think that was.
yeah. I mean, that's just
mention.
it's just a hearth, like a fireplace for
okay.
the thing. It's just very over the top, kind of ornate with
Ornate, yeah.
stuff, but it's not it's not magical. Yeah, we can take a break before we
Yeah.
continue. Just grab a drink. Whatever.
I'm gonna like take the sensor and put it in the other room, like, and leave it there and come back. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, should we talk about this situation a bit? And just I don't know, come
Yarok
here.
is on team full on raised ground, like.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, I don't know how far away the sensor can hear us. Hoping it can't. Well, anyway, but so this is a cult of Orcus, and these are like spirits
What's
and
that?
bodies. I think we've talked about that, haven't we, before? In the
I
second.
think maybe you probably.
Yeah, I
generally
think we did,
mentioned it,
like,
yeah.
What, or like Prince of Undeath or something, chaotic evil. Very
You
much.
found some writings about it, yeah, and also
Yeah.
you would know a little bit, just basic knowledge.
Pretty much. I mean, as bad as it gets on the god side, like as evil as it gets, I think. So, but I mean, the thing is that I'd say we just leave the sensor here, or we try to like destroy all of them, because the thing I'm thinking is like, what is it that the cult could not do with 105 spirits that they can do with 106 spirits? So like, either we just like we try to destroy all of them, or we let them be. Because the bad side, of course, is that if we try to destroy them, we might draw the ire of the cult or the god itself. Because destroying a church of a major like god might also not be a good thing. Like, it might draw some attention on us from not good people or beings.
Yarok feels compelled to do exactly that, destroy the church.
Yeah.
From,
We can do that, but that is a big decision to make. And by the way, I guess, Stain, would you be coming back because you've been there for like
Sure, you
an
can
hour and a
call
half?
Yeah, stay, come
team
here.
meeting.
We're having a
Team
chat.
Alright.
I also had a question about that, since I used turn undead in the room with the sensors. So, did any of the sensors react in any way at that time, actually?
No, you get the impression that they are not, just like they are like corpses, right? They're not yet undead. They are.
So it's
designed
like
to
spiritual
be-
energy that could be
Yeah,
used.
exactly. Yeah, it's like normally to raise a zombie you need a body. In this case, like for these are designed to be raised as spirits or ghosts or something from the senses. Yeah, but they are not currently like undead or even. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as much as I respect your strong will to get against the bad side, Yaruk.
Down with undead.
I know, but Rain, you speak wisely, and
I'm not saying that we shouldn't try to destroy them, but I'm saying that we
well-
either we go all in or we stay out.
as
Like I'm
much as
saying, there's no half measures here.
As much as I would want us to be the most powerful hero group on this whole continent, I don't think we have the resources yet to destroy this whole church, this whole following cult, and this is not the only cult probably praising this god. So there's gonna be.
In this area, it probably is. That I don't think
Yeah.
this is a widespread thing. And
What I'm
and
saying,
we can
you
destroy
not
because we can destroy
interrupt
the
me all the
sensors.
time. What I'm trying to say that we might raise hell here if we start destroying some sensors here that might have other
Sounds good to
spirits
me.
in them. Yeah, but we might go down with them as well. So
Yeah, but
it's a huge risk to take to destroy something that's not gonna have a big impact probably on the whole big picture.
So far it's been all right, and I mean we are not gonna take down the whole church. We are just gonna take down this place.
And I mean, we're not. I don't think we're gonna destroy the building or anything.
Yeah.
We're just gonna destroy the sensors and the bodies. I guess that would
Yeah.
be burn the bodies, destroy the sensors.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we get out, and nobody knows that we have been here.
Like if they would be able to attack us, I guess we would expect that they would have attacked us already. Because I would get. Well, I don't know if the undead here are like under like made by
if they
orcs.
aren't- Yeah, but like if they aren't summoned yet,
Yeah,
like
but I guess yeah, we don't know that. I guess, but yeah.
But how do we
Well, they
plan
didn't get
to-
affected by the turn undead. I guess we would have noticed that they don't
Yeah.
seem to be undead right now.
How do we plan to exercise the sensor that we have already?
Just the same as the others, destroy it. I think
Throw it on the ground,
Might-
but it's just gonna fly away.
we can.
From the notes and stuff in the Undertaker's office, as part of the kind of ritual, yeah, they need to be contained within this sensor. So destroying the sensor is probably not completely effective, but like completely destroying, burning, like scattering the ashes, that sort of thing would most likely be the best way of, yeah, just removing the presence of these spirits. Like if you just throw the sensor on the ground and there's still a pile of ash there, then someone could probably come along with a dustpan and brush and put it back together, right? But you know, like if you pile them all in a big pile, burn all the piles, smash all the sensors, destroy the whole room, that kind of thing, that's probably as close as you're going to get to at least removing that as a threat in the future. Yeah.
I'm thinking of something that isn't like strictly in the rules, but like I don't know, like praying for guidance for like a ritual like that I could perform, so help in exercising these spirits. I don't know, something like that.
I mean, you can just make a religion check to start with to see if you can have any guidance in general or any knowledge you might have about these kind of things.
Okay, another 0. Here we come.
Not so great. I mean, the thing with your god is that it is a martial god of war and destruction and stuff, and it's not so specific about the morality of good and evil and the undead and should you do this or that or should you interrupt a ritual and stuff. It's kind of more generically violent. So like you don't have anything from your kind of immediate religious like experience of like how to perform a complicated rite. Like, you know someone that does, and that would be, you know, the Dustkeeper, Eva. So she would probably know the best route to do a proper cleansing of or exorcism of a thing like this. But yeah, it's not something that you normally get involved with.
Should have paid more attention in Sunday school.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that Yarok even had like any formal religious education,
Nope.
right? So yeah. So you're a follower of a god rather than a priest of the god
Yeah.
specifically knowing all the doctrine.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever,
why I
right?
was like want to pray for help. Like, I don't know anything about this. Help, please.
Yeah, your god remains silent, unfortunately, and for
Okay.
this kind of thing, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, since I think as an orc, that has an influence on my view on undeath. Like, in orc society, religion is a thing, but not that Yarok paid that much attention to that. But like, the dead should move on to continue fighting in the afterlife and stuff like that. So that's part of where Yarok's strong sense of fighting against undeath comes from.
But I think no matter what we do, we should probably, or at least I think we should clear out, because we have the doors we haven't gone through at all. I think we should maybe clear the temple of active hostile enemies first, and then no matter what we decide, we should do that. But do you guys want to decide now what to do with it? Like, do we want to go burn ground on this temple, or do we
Maybe
leave it be?
maybe let's as you mentioned that let's clear the place
Yep.
first, and if there is something that we can't, or we need to escape, then we just escape and not looking back.
All right.
Yeah,
So
let's clear the
clear.
facilities.
Sweep and clear. Yes, there's one door remaining that you haven't opened yet. You can head there if you want.
I'll
Like
just
going
place
back to my
the sensor on one of the hooks, I guess. Might as well.
Okay, yeah.
And then just
You feel a psychic sense of relief almost as you place the sensor back in its proper place, as you were intended.
In the
So your
room that
best
we were
step.
before, or
where all the sensors were.
So for now, the sensor is replaced amongst its brethren as it wished for initially.
oh, and
And
we're
as
gonna
we promised
kill
we
it.
would.
Aw.
Oh yeah. By the way, at first Yarok was thinking of ruined castle. This would probably make a good headquarters for Adamant, but now after learning about the cell, what's going on beneath the castle, no.
Nah, just needs a small renovation.
Yeah, Yarok feels he would get cursed out by his god if he tried to make
Oh.
this his new place.
Yeah, I don't think the ventilation is good enough here, so I don't want to stay here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bad location.
It smells pretty bad.
Out
in
of the
here.
way.
Yeah, you approach the large door, which is made of metal and carved with skulls, inlaid, embossed, however you would say it, with skulls right up from bottom to top. Otherwise, it's kind of featureless. It doesn't even have handles, but you can tell it's a door. There's a slit in the middle, there's hinges, etc. So you're not 100% sure how it even opens necessarily, because there isn't like a pull door. Maybe you can just push it open. Who knows?
Yarok tries to kick the door
we-
open.
Before we do that, should we do like
Yeah.
guidance and stuff?
Yeah, and
Do you want
and,
to
and,
prepare a bit?
I cast
Probably
guidance on
want
myself.
or actually, no. Udon is gonna stay, middle of the pack and not changing its form yet.
Okay.
And I'm not concentrated anymore. Plus, I don't have the
How
spell
long-
slots for a bar skin anymore.
How long did the bark skin last?
Up to 1 hour.
Okay, yeah.
I need to
Right.
get myself a necklace so I can like hold it every time.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything else before the door is open? Stain is aiming at the door.
Is that already my bow or whatever?
I'm like readying my foot here, like
Can I
looking
ready
around.
attack?
Everyone ready?
Oh yeah, is it possible to actually like ready an action at this point?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if there are
You
enemies.
just- Yeah, you just have to sort of guess what might happen, and therefore,
Mm.
yeah. But you can do a pretty generic action, ready action if
Yeah.
you want.
Like if I see an enemy in range, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on them.
Sure. And same will shoot.
Can I do the same thing
Yeah.
again?
I
That
don't know.
poor fucking undead.
I'm going behind Yahruk and I prepare myself to transform into bear if there is something, great army of enemies.
Sure. Okay, so Yarrick goes for the kick. You can make a strength check, Yarrick. The foot hits the door, and it is enough to just kick the door open. It's not locked. It's not particularly stopping you from doing it. So actually, your foot just kind of goes through it, and the doors swing open. There is a pit on the other side of the stairs, and
A lot of bones.
on immediate look, the pit is filled with bones, skulls and rib cages and femurs and hands and everything. On either side of the pit are two large statues with demonic features. Again, like not quite the same as the statue of Orcus at the top of the hall, but definitely demonic presences of some kind. And carved across the wall on the back, like kind of facing you as you open the door in large letters, it says "unworthy."
Okay, I as soon as the door is open, I grab Yaruk's back, like, or his shoulder, like, wait, just don't go in there. What if those things shoot fire or something? This is definitely some kind of sacrificing room. It's full of bones on the floor. We shouldn't go in there at all.
Yeah, it feels more like a garbage pit for
Yeah.
like.
For
These are
unworthy.
Yeah, like these weren't worthy of becoming even like sensor spirits,
No.
but
Maybe,
Could also
maybe.
be non-believers, like that they collected like the remains of
Mm.
any that they killed for some reason.
but yeah, does Rain still have? Well, we probably still have the detect bells active. Or wait, how long were they?
Yeah,
10
I-
minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, I
10
mean,
minutes,
you went straight here pretty much. So yeah, yeah. There's no poisonous creatures or disease. However, there is magical auras around the statues. Yeah.
Probably traps.
So what did I get the School of Magic?
Is that what you get?
Yeah, if there is a school of magic associated with them, like
Yeah. Object that bears the magic of learning
evocation,
school of
like-
magic. Yeah. So be evocation. Yeah.
Can I
really.
go
Ah.
grab a rock from the rubble and take a rock
Sure.
and throw it in the room? A bigger rock, like that I have to carry with two hands, and just so
Okay,
it weighs
yeah.
like 10 kilos or something.
Yeah, you throw this big rock, it arcs through, lands onto the bones, and you see it actually sink down, suggesting that the bone pit is deeper than maybe the floor level looks, and the rock actually sinks through the kind of lighter bones, but nothing else happens.
Anyway, we shouldn't go in there.
So
Can we
Evocation
peek
magic.
inside? Like, is there anything
Yeah, like
like worth to investigate? Like
peek
make an
away
investigation
over
check.
here, like in the
stairs.
stairs.
Yeah, you can walk down the stairs a little bit and peek around the corners.
I'm ready to grab Yaruk if
Yeah, I mean,
So
from
didn't you go
here...
close as well?
yes.
Yeah. From here, like, I mean, it's just a big pit of bones. Like, you would have to sort of dig through the bones to see if there's anything else in there other than this. Other than what I already described, there's, you'd have to get over to the statues and search them
Yeah,
more
so-
thoroughly.
Well, I mean, Jarek would like test with his foot that do the stairs like continue like below the surface, that, or is it just straight up like
Yeah, kicking away like a little bit around. Yeah, the stairs appear to go down
Continue.
further. Yeah.
Yaruk is up for
No!
investigating this thing.
No, we don't have to. We can already guess what's going on in here. We shouldn't risk.
But like, do the stairs like go down and there's like a second level?
I mean, you would have to dig out further to find that out. You at least know that, like, there's step, bones, but then as you kick those bones, there's another step, and then you probably have to keep digging out to get down there.
You don't just say to Yahruk that you're so much more braver than I am, so you can go, and if
Yeah.
something happens, I can get to the bear form and drag you out?
Yeah, Yarok
that a
is so tall, he can go pretty deep before getting,
Wading into
like-
those bones.
Yeah, like here. That's.
I'm
Oh my
taking us
God.
back, a step back and shaking a bit.
But yeah, like
Best of luck.
carefully, like one
But-
foot in head of the other, so like not stepping over a precipice or anything.
I'm also
I
getting.
do wonder what the
Wait.
magic on the statues is. Like,
Yeah.
there is some magic on
Fire.
those,
Wait.
but how does it get triggered?
Yeah, and did you yet step inside there? Because I would want to quickly check the doorway. Is there any trap in the door? Like, will it shut down or something? Or
Investigate the door, yeah?
yes,
Investigation check.
just in case, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, can I make
The-
like a perception check before I like move ahead?
Yeah, sure. Investigating the door, I mean, it doesn't have like a handle. That's the only weird thing really about the door on this side or the other. You know, it is just like, and it kicked open easy enough. It's almost like a swinging door with big hinges on either side of it. So you don't see anything of particular interest with the door. What are you looking for with the perception check specifically?
Like anything out of the ordinary, like
There's a pit full of bones.
yeah, I'm
ordinary
trying
pit
to
of bones.
think.
It's just done. It's just an ordinary pit of bones. Yeah.
But maybe
yeah.
like traps or you know
Yeah.
with, holes in wall or something.
I'm.
Yeah, I
It's,
mean, I
it's
guess,
hard
yeah,
for
but-
me to not go into Taviel mode because Taviel would be like, "What the fuck are you doing now?" But Finley should be like, just go in there. And get it done, man."
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Like if I would have been Dolgar, I probably would have run inside already.
yeah, well, that's good.
What did those two statues like, look like again? Like something like demons, but different from there.
Yeah, they're just like standing demons, kind of menacingly, kind of looming over the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the perception check, kind of looking around, like for anything out of the ordinary in terms of the walls and stuff. I mean, it all looks the same as the previous rooms, kind of cut stone. That you don't notice any trap holes or
Do
you
the
know,
remains look
things
It's
from
ashy?
again,
above
sorry.
or whatever. You know.
Do
So
the remains look ashy? Like, is there ashes amongst them?
no, they don't look ashy or burnt or anything. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's poison?
Now Yaruk is gonna try to wade in through the bones, like checking carefully that the floor doesn't give up.
Should we tie a rope into you or something?
I mean,
In case the floor just disappears around beneath you and you're sinking into the bones.
Yaruk is not opposed to the fact. That
Yeah.
seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
If any of you are strong enough to pull me out.
Yeah, Well, I guess it
Put
would be
a
staying.
rope around you. and
Yeah,
lasso
I
you
will
out.
be in the bear form. So
Okay, you tie a rope around Yarek. Yarek takes a few steps forwards. As you step into the room, then there is a trigger of some kind. The doors attempt to slam closed behind you, but Finley and Dudon are kind of in the way at the moment. So these are huge iron doors that are going to swing closed, and you two have choice of dexterity to dodge out of the way or strength to attempt to stop them closing. That's the first thing that happens.
So it's like a different from the door I kicked open. Like
No, these are the doors that you kicked open. They're now slamming shut as a
Okay.
as a response to whatever's happened.
I think-
so. The first thing is whether or not you guys,
My
try and avoid
reaction-
them or
My
hold them
reaction would be Indiana Jones out of the doorway.
open. So you're going back
Unfortunately,
into
not trying
the-
to stop it from causing, just trying to get out of the way. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
sure.
Yaruk.
Are you going inside or outside?
Outside,
Oh,
like back
And-
from where I
Yeah.
came from, trying to save my ass.
yeah, you done?
What was it?
Dexterity saving throw.
yeah, depends if I think
Mm,
wild shape is not a proper reaction in this case.
You can't use it as a reaction, so you can't react
Okay.
by
In
turning to a
that
bear.
case-
no.
In that case, I'm gonna duck out of the way as well because I mean,
You're
You
ducking
know.
out as well, out of the
Okay,
room.
yes.
and also make a dexterity save.
Did you know?
I mean, 14 is good.
It's average.
It's
Okay.
way above average. 10 is average.
Yeah, but counting in
DC
modifiers.
The DC is 15.
Fuck you! You do this. You
15
do
is the...
this on purpose.
No, 15 is a pretty common DC for
Yep.
traps and stuff. Unfortunately, Duodon dives out of the way and it manages to make it just out of the way. Finley, you make it out of the room as well, but it closes on your ankle as you get through. These huge iron doors slam shut, crushing your ankle, but you're able to pull your ankle out. You're not stuck. Luckily for you, there is a rope. And the doors slam shut, but they slam just shy of being completely shut because the rope is in the way, which jams them slightly open. And that slight gap allows you to pull your leg out from being crushed. However, you do take...
Nobody could have seen this coming.
Yeah, I mean, I investigated the doors even, like, I knew it.
You take 9 points of damage as these iron doors crush your leg, but you're able to pull it out. And there is a slight gap so you guys can still see into the room and the rope. Meanwhile, all this happens at the same time. So, meanwhile, Yarek, you see as these two statues, green liquid starts to spurt out of their mouth, which bubbles and smells acrid and begins to fill the room that you are in. As you step down off the next step and you're on the flat floor, but the bones are kind of up to your neck, sort of this level, so it's another like step down essentially, so about up to here. And as this acid comes out of the statues and begins to fill up, you can sort of feel it, smell it creeping towards you, filling up the room essentially. First thing is to
back it up.
yeah, well, you'll get a reaction, but before you do, the first part of the acid already is like creeping in, splashing, filling up, touching, your feet, etc. So you take 8 points of damage as this acid starts to eat into your feet and burn you. And interestingly, it's a flesh-eating liquid, as opposed to a generic acid, which is designed to strip the flesh from bone, but not
so it
damage.
doesn't affect the bones.
Doesn't damage the bones, exactly. For someone who, for a necromancer who might want to keep a lot of bones around, but doesn't want the flesh. That's part of it.
That's no ordinary gas cloud.
Yeah. So what this means is it doesn't damage your armor, which is nice. But as it leaks into, as it leaks into your boots, you feel it kind of starting to burn away at the flesh of your feet as it starts to fill up. Now you have a reaction.
I wanna get out of there. Climb up the stairs. Even if the
sure. So
doors are shut there, but.
Yeah, so you can pull yourself up and out of the pit as it begins to fill, but you are stuck by the doors. They are closed as you arrive. So you can see the small kind of gap where the rope is. You're still tied by a rope to that, but what do you want to do about the doors being closed? Well,
the gap is probably enough for me to get like my fingers there with my, I don't know what kind of armored gloves I have or what, but and try to yank it open. That like
and
pull
same
it
for us to help
since
from the other side, right?
Yeah, are we at like
like into the room, right?
Do we
Since
do actions one at a time or?
Yeah, just go kind of space by space, I think.
And I think we should, like, as he comes to the door, we should focus on grabbing one door, not both of them, obviously. Like, we just should try to open the right door there.
Yeah, well, you guys will be pushing, and Yarek will be pulling, because they push in, open into the room, right? So, but yeah,
I could cast Shatter on the doors, try to misshape them, so maybe there's a larger opening to try to open it, and maybe Jarek can get through it easier. But it's gonna be a area of effect, of course, so that would require people to get away from the doors for
Yeah.
I'm on the other side here.
Yeah, I can
I
put it on the other
my
door.
fingers.
Yeah.
What if we all at first would do a strength check to try to open it? all together.
Probably not all of us can effectively.
Yeah, you can
help
have
at the
two
same time.
people there, and Yarok
Uh,
pulling. But for this, I would just give him advantage, as you guys give him the help action, and he has advantage on the strength check to pull the doors open. So all of you guys pushing and pulling at the same time, you can make a strength check, Yarok, to attempt to pull the doors open.
So I'm gonna do a strength and add the guidance.
That was a 1. By the way.
Yeah,
Good
nicely
thing it's
avoided.
advantage.
Yeah. 16 in total is not enough. I mean, the mechanical trap nature of it. It's you get the impression it's not designed as a trap, but as a fail-safe against people trying to get out if they put them in here. So it is pretty strong and kind of locked in, and you guys pushing and pulling are not able to open it on this particular turn. You feel you see and smell almost the acid starting to fill the pool below you as another sort of 5 feet of it fills up. You are up on the stairs, so you're able to avoid it, but you've got roughly another 5 feet before it starts to pool at the top of the bones, and then who knows how high it goes from there. But
Would
Yeah.
it,
Can I ask,
be
like, Jarus,
useful-
can people move their fingers away from the door and I'll try to eldritch blast the door? Just like get a bit away from it, so I have a line of sight.
I
Well,
don't think Eldritch Blast is gonna do anything to this thick-ass door.
I mean, it might like increase the size of the gap at least, or do something like. Can try,
Yeah.
right?
But,
And
yeah,
I could do the thunder, whatever.
but I also think that I could, transform into bear.
Yeah.
Probably is not the best one, but I think there was some like workhorse that really strength one workhorse that could kick
it,
Pull from the rope
door.
and just pull
Yeah.
Jarek through.
Squeeze
So
him
do I do
through
an
the
attack
door.
roll on the door?
yeah, if you want to do Eldritch Blast, you can do a attack roll. I mean, you can't really miss in this case, but it's more.
how good of a hit it is.
Yeah, and you can roll damage as well. With 10 force damage, there is some damage to the door. It is a metal door after all. But yeah, so it kind of makes a bit of a crack in where the impact hit, but it's not enough force to physically move the door open. You feel like you're damaging it, but it's unsure like how much damage a door like this would take before you were able to actually destroy it. And with that, the acid continues to rise.
Can we try to
in the pit.
pull it again, and I could Bardic Inspire Yauruk on the other side?
Yeah. Also, I want to turn into the workhorse and start to kick the door as well.
Did the acid, by the way, seem like it was like created by magic from the statues, or was there like a compartment that it's coming out of? Even if it's...
Yeah, it seems to be a spell, magical effect. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it on transforms into a horse. So I mean, then you Dudon would make the roll with advantage, as Finley and Yarek are also pulling, and the best you can do here is a roll with advantage from the help action. Multiple
So-
people
so
So
joining in.
who should I inspire then?
Dudon, if he's going to be
Dudon,
doing
Okay.
the roll. in this
So,
case.
but so
How is your
Almost
strength
one.
then?
+4 with the horse.
How was Yarok's strength?
3, I think.
+3, so it's better to
I guess I'll
have
just
the horse
yeah,
kick.
I'll inspire the horse. Go,
Yeah.
go
So
on,
I
then,
Dudon also
horsey.
has lucky for rerolling ones.
Yeah. So advantage, I'm gonna roll twice. Which one? So 15.
Then you can roll
10.
1d6.
1d6.
Yeah, for the Bardic Inspire.
So 20.
20. 20 is enough to push the door open. Yarek, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
You are flying to the acid.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
was thinking about it. Should I get away from the door? But
Too late.
dexterity save. Oops, sorry, I had advantage on, but yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yarrick goes flying backwards as the door gets kicked open. The door is open. Yarrick, you fly backwards. You land into the pile of bones on your back. The acid just pooling up around your limbs, as also you begin to sort of sink into the mixture of liquid.
Where
and
is the
bone.
rope?
He's still tied to the rope.
Okay, let's start pulling it then. Horsey, get on the rope!
But before
Yes.
that,
Pulling.
yeah. But before that, you take another 2d6 acid damage.
We're just gonna be pulling a corpse out of
10 damage as this seeps into your armor now, starts burning the skin.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, whoever wants to do the pulling with the help of Stain
The
and
horse.
Finley
Yep.
and Rain, I assume like everyone would just can all pull together, but it is a horse help action, a horse action with a help.
Horse help action.
A help
What
action.
rules for that?
Yes, the horse is helping.
So
That's probably a Pathfinder rule.
Yeah, it is. When a horse uses an action, add +3, and yeah.
What
So,
is the
yeah.
strength one.
Yeah.
Dudon can make a strength check with advantage.
oh,
With advantage.
8.
18, which is going to be enough to pull Yarg through the bone piles and up and out of the room. And yeah, you drag him up onto the stone as you see kind of the wisps of burning flesh coming off of his body. The acid continues to rise as it now completely covers the bones and a step or two of the stairs.
Should we
May-
close the door?
May I ask, can I end this? Can I use this to end the acid pain on Yaruk somehow?
You can, but you would just nothing else is going to happen to him as he's out of the acid now, so it's not
Okay.
necessary.
Okay.
It's not like an ongoing effect, like just whilst he's in there. So don't want you to waste the spell thing.
Okay.
But
Well, it wasn't fire.
That is true.
Yeah, I guessed wrong.
Well, we found it out.
Now we know. Now we know.
yeah, what are you doing now, though? As the acid continues to rise, it is coming up
Is
to
it-
the top steps.
Step
Is
a
there
bit
really
further.
gonna be enough acid to cover the whole complex? I doubt it.
Maybe let's take a few steps back though. Just don't
I'll
touch it
clo-
anymore.
I'll- Is it possible to close the door still?
You can try, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Um,
Can I mage hand? Use mage hand to close the door.
yeah, Mage Hand is up to 10 pounds, right?
All right. Yeah. That's.
So it's probably not
Okay.
going to work on a.
All right. Well,
a
I'll
big
do it
stone
myself.
door. Yeah,
Fine.
Rain heads over and starts to try to close the door. Make a strength check.
I have amazing strength
Why you?
Why?
because nobody else would do it. And that's
Yeah,
a
the
fine.
doors are, now like jammed open in the opposite position, so they will take some effort.
We
Need
to
some
go-
help here.
Maybe.
I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, so natural one.
Yeah, I'll just. roll
Guy
a
just
strength
came
check.
from the room and is eager to go back in.
yeah. 11 is not enough as you pull on the doors
Oh,
trying to
for
get them
fuck's
closed.
sake.
The
I'll
acid
try
begins
it.
to spill forwards. In order to try it a third time, you have to step into the acid.
Now I won't do it then.
So at this point, the acid is now like up to here.
Up to where?
Okay, guys, let's move.
As it is beginning to spill
bye.
out into the room.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess we
already
have
going.
cleared this
Bye.
dungeon. Should we go? I
We
mean,
know where
yeah.
the stairs are. Come on, guys, why are you still standing there right next to the
I mean,
acid?
it's probably not that fast. Like it's a huge area that it needs to start filling, so it's gonna start like.
Corpses. Anyway, I know where
If
the
it
stairs are,
actually
so...
fills the whole complex, that takes care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That is
mean, it
true.
all works out in the end.
I mean, I
Think?
doubt it, since this is a huge complex, but
I have nothing here
Is
left.
it still? Is
Do you
it
guys
still
want to
creeping
go?
on?
Yeah, I mean, it continues to attempt to fill the room, and obviously as it can't, it is just spilling out, overflowing into this room. But as you guys say, it is a big wide room, so it's very slow in the progression of the acid, but it is got nowhere else
I'm
to
just
go.
gonna stay looking for a while and see if it's actually not stopping at any point. Like, I should have plenty of time to move back if needed. So I'll just
Yeah, there's a straight shot to the stairs.
yeah. So I'm just like gonna keep an eye on it. And does it seem
Yeah.
to stop at any point?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, as you wait, I mean, it continues to
Interesting.
get out to, here, and it's becoming like, slower and slower as it spreads out across this huge floor. But you can still kind of almost hear this pouring of the, like a tap just left open. So
It's gonna fill the whole halloon.
Yeah, it's just gonna destroy the whole world.
Still continues to come out. Yeah. You don't know whether there's supposed to be a stopping mechanism, whether it's supposed to fill the room to the top, whether because there was a fair bit of ceiling above the bones, so in order to maybe ensure that it's a full clean operation, it fills the whole room and then drains out. Like, who knows? But doesn't appear to be stopping at the moment. Yeah, it starts to edge
I'm outta
around
here.
into the
Bye.
Yeah.
corridor.
Friendly
Can we
goes up
close
the
this
stairs.
door? Or was this like a wooden
Yeah,
door
it's a
or
wooden
something?
door. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And there was even a gap at the bottom for the rock that I pulled.
True. True. Yeah, let's just
I'll-
get out.
Yeah, and I'll just like I'm actually at this point I'm intrigued. Like, how long is this gonna go on? I'm gonna wait at the stairs, see what's
Yeah,
going on, and just
same.
like chill here for a
am-
bit.
I'm
Seems
already
interesting.
upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, as you sit, like you start to see a little bit of acid kind of coming under the door from where it was, but it's very thin at this point, and it's more like just like a little coating almost, and because it's designed only really to burn flesh, it doesn't appear to be doing much damage other than getting everything wet. But yeah, it does continue to kind of spill forward a little bit.
So this wouldn't even
Yeah, it wouldn't
Solve the
destroy the
problem,
sensors
yeah.
or anything.
yeah.
At least the
But it
corpses
is what
would
it
become
is.
skeletons.
I don't know,
They're
but
on
I
the
need
floor.
food
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I
you
need
hear the
rest.
psst
I'm
of
outta
the
here.
zombie corpses that you left in the corridor start to, the flesh being destroyed on the bones of the zombies. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to leave. But I mean, yeah, rain, like it is very slowly kind of coming out from under the door. But how long do you want to wait?
I mean, I'll be up on the stairs and then
Out of
just
my
like
way.
see like does it actually start filling this room? I don't know how much time do we have. I guess we're not.
Well,
in a hurry.
I'm already upstairs stretching and ready
Yeah.
to leave.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
But-
10
I'm
10
hurt
minutes
and I'm
later or
hungry and I'm
something.
tired.
10 minutes later, something like that, it's it's probably only come out to about here. So and it starts to stop actually expanding anymore. Yeah.
And okay, so I'll wait a while longer. Does it actually stop?
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell if it stops or not, but at least
But it doesn't expand.
it's
anymore.
not really expanding or leaking out any further than this. Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, it has stopped, but we do still have problem of the demon cult corpses and sensors still in there. But up to you guys.
Mm,
Do you want to leave
I
it?
mean, if we really want to destroy them, I can transform into a giant spider and take maybe one with me while I walk on the roof. So we don't
What
touch
the-
the acid.
hundreds.
What?
Yeah, and then
I
we
climb
can
on the
get
wall.
Piggyback ride a fucking spider? Yeah, you're not gonna fall into the acid or anything.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, if we really want to take care of the
it might also be that there.
Spirit.
I mean, there might be some draining mechanism for it as well, but there might
yeah.
not be. But
What
think it
time
would-
is it? At what point do we have to think about like taking a long rest or sleeping through the night? Like,
I mean, yeah, you've taken a couple of short rests whilst you've been down here. It was relatively early in the morning. I think,
yeah,
when
when
you
we
came
went
in.
down.
So it's probably midday, a little later, 2-3 p.m. something like that.
Okay.
Did we reach here in the morning? Actually, wait. So we were.
I don't remember anymore.
No.
me neither.
Yeah, same.
It was
We, like,
definitely
we-
it was definitely daytime when you were above.
Mhm.
I
We,
think it
we
was
took
the
a
morning.
shortcut through the forest, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So it was like 2 days of travel from the Hendefort, was it?
Oh yeah, we got lost in the forest because Stain didn't know how the compass works.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Small issues.
Well, okay.
I'd have to go back and check specifically, but yeah, you went through
Yeah.
Hendeford. You took another, so it was like a day to Hendeford, and then you took a rest in Hendeford. And you went from Hendeford to the place through the forest, which you got lost at. I think you took another rest before you went to the castle itself, and then you found the castle the following morning. But
Yeah, I do think
because otherwise it would have been nighttime by the time you arrived at the castle,
Yeah.
roughly. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that didn't make sense, but I don't remember. To be honest with you.
As Finley's upstairs, he is there anyone else upstairs? But there's everyone else downstairs.
I'm still checking out the acid.
Everyone's just watching the acid.
Yeah.
Everyone else is down.
I am at least.
Okay, never mind then. Then I'm not gonna speak alone. I am thinking alone though that we could just tell about this to some church places, whatever they're called, in the town, and then let them know about this problem, and then someone else could go take care of it. That there is this kind of cult going on. Not even church things, maybe even some like protection parties, whatever they are.
Like local
Yeah.
law.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for example, in Dwenhem there was the what was it like a order of basically paladins, crusaders. I don't know. Maybe they would be interested in
Yeah.
this.
But I am just thinking about this in my head because everyone else is staring at the acid. So you don't know.
Cool.
All right, but yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do we see if we do we just leave now, job done, or do we stay here and see if we can do anything about this?
This is probably gonna take such a long time to clear out if it even does.
Yeah, it's not gonna easily go back into the.
As
No.
a reminder, the spider offer still remains.
Yeah, but
We would need to destroy like 100.
for that. So
Yeah.
Jarek would
Like
want
100.
to do that, ride on a spider, but there's no way in hell that's happening. So it's just gonna remain a dream. But yeah, Jarek would want to do this, but it would probably have to be at a later time. So
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
probably just leave.
I'm okay with leaving it as well.
Job well done.
Not really, but
side
Mission
quest.
successful.
Okay.
Just walk
Yeah.
away.
And you
Jarek is
leave.
disappointed in
Oh.
himself,
Yeah.
leaving
Somebody
job
else's
half
problem.
done.
Yeah.
I mean, our initial mission was a 100% success.
And
Yeah, you
Sensor
actually
is
replaced. You
Yeah,
replaced the
it's
sensor in its proper place. Yeah.
And Jarek is doesn't even like that thing. No.
But it was the original mission. We were
And
successful.
was,
I
it
mean,
was.
original side mission. This side mission took quite long to fulfill.
Yeah.
True. So yeah, anything else you guys want to do at Harrowflame Castle, or are you just heading back to? Put you on here for now. Back to wait, what was this?
Back to the main question.
Yeah, back to Dwenhem.
So the red cross to the right of Hendeford, that was the Harrowflame, right? This.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So we went through the forest from here.
Yeah, so it's probably the wise decision would be to head to Leybridge
And
for the
sleep
night.
there. Yeah. And then go to Hendeford. Probably sleep there as well. And then go back to Dwenham.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
chose to avoid Leybridge so that you could take a shortcut through the forest.
Mm.
So you haven't yet been to there, but that's obviously the easier route back via
Yeah.
roads and such. If that's
Does
the plan.
anyone need like a, I don't know, like the, do you want a short rest, Jarek? Like you took a bit of a eating.
Just a
I'm
flesh
still
wound.
low, so you can,
I'm also like
hop on
I'm
me and
relatively hurt, but I just don't have any spell slots and stuff like that either. None luck points, no bardic inspiration, so I would want to rest, but
But yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to
That's
do a
what,
long rest, then
yeah,
we would
long rest
just
is
go
that's what long rest
Laybridge.
is for.
Yeah. Hoping that we don't meet anything on the way.
I
Never
don't have
know.
hit dice left, so I can't do short rest either.
Mm.
Doesn't help me.
So Jarek, you don't want to regain health by short resting. You just want to go to Laybridge.
Let's use spell to heal myself a little bit.
Alright.
Was Laybridge the town we didn't visit?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, 5 points of healing for Yarek as well. Hey, it's something.
Congrats. I mean, that's.
Half of his HP? No, just kidding.
And then you guys set off, traveling to
Yeah.
Laybridge, through relatively easier to follow paths this way. There is a small kind of trail that once a road that led to the castle, they're no longer used, but relatively easy to follow south, and with the river to your east as well, you're able to easily get back to Laybridge without too much problem. Laybridge is a pretty... I mean, it's smaller than Henderford, but it is one of the main crossings across the River Car here in the north of the place Creedlands, which I forgot the name of. It's written on the map. Yeah, mostly a farming community, and not too much going on here, but it is a lot of travelers come across the bridge. There are plenty of inns here for you to stay at. There is an inn called the Dragon's Egg, with a nice egg on its sign. And if you wish to stay at an inn, you can do so for a gold per night per person.
I would love that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
up.
Cool. So yeah, you guys can all take the long rest, refresh your shit. You have a
And
nice hearty meal.
Just like going forward, like if there's nothing stopping it, I'll always like just do the alarm spell
Okay.
around where
Sure.
we're resting. Just
Yeah, assuming you have spell slots left to do it before you
it's
sleep.
a ritual, so
Oh, okay, then fine. Yeah, no problem. So you set up your alarm in the room. The only thing with the alarm spell is that requires you guys to always sleep in the same room together.
yeah.
Or if you're not sleeping in the same room, it's only going to alarm your room, right? So
yeah. It was like, what was it, 20 feet squares, or like what was, I can't remember, maybe 20 by 20 feet area or something. Let me check.
Does it go through
There it
walls?
Um,
You have to choose a door, right? Or an area.
an
within
area
range.
within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so I would say an area has to be like the room you're in. You can't do
Mm.
like from my point a 20-foot cube in all directions through
Yeah.
walls, because that just doesn't seem to make sense
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the spell.
sure.
So so that just means that you guys are either all together in one room, or if you are not, then it's only going to apply.
Yeah,
to
alarms
Rain's-
only for me. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, Rain's room solo.
Within 1 mile.
But yeah, so maybe in a situation that there's a particular threat, you might want to all bunk together for that reason. But for now, at least, it's relatively safe, I think, in Laybridge.
Then if I'm sleeping alone with it, I'll set it so that everyone except me makes the alarm, in case there's any halfling
funny
intrusions.
business. nice, yeah.
Ah,
Nice. So yeah. You all get separate rooms here. You're able to spend your cash in a relatively small town and get pretty good lodgings for it.
I just remembered since I saw that vision in my dreams a long time ago. I meant to say that, like I think I said I had to meditate on this, but I've been doing like meditations and prayers every time we're gonna like have a long rest and stuff, like try to think.
Sure.
what does this mean? I
Yeah,
forgot.
sure.
does it
I've forgotten to say this every time.
Yeah, fine. But yeah, over the last couple of nights, then because I think it happened back in.
Yeah, more like role playing stuff. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to retcon
Yeah,
anything.
for sure. But yeah, you are ruminating on presumably. Oh, it was. I tell you, what, it was back at the tavern because you had just drunk the hallucinogenic
Oh,
tea,
yes.
potentially,
Yeah.
which may have had an effect or may have not.
Yeah.
But yeah, every night since you have been kind of thinking about that and meditating on it to see if maybe it was a divine sign or something, a bit more than just a dream. But since then, at least for the last couple of nights, there hasn't been anything else that's come through that's particularly interesting. Okay, anyone need to do anything in the settlement of Laybridge?
No.
Anyone need to buy anything, do anything?
Don't think so.
Maybe before Dudon goes to sleep or something, like he saw that Rain put the cool looking statue into the back.
Yeah, the horns.
Oh, the icon?
Yeah, the icon of Orcus, yeah.
Yeah, that looked cool, so I would maybe go to investigate that secretly a bit more.
When?
When you are not there.
When I'm not in the room?
Yes.
So,
Or if you are asleep or something. If
Okay,
you are
well,
going to bathroom, then I'm gonna check the back.
Okay.
Just the station.
So I mean, the two options I guess are before everyone goes to sleep, or like everyone retires to their rooms, whatever, to go sleep and do whatever, or is it like when everyone's not in their rooms, down in the tavern when you're eating or something like that?
That sounds actually better.
Okay. So everyone eating. Packs are up in your rooms. I guess you wouldn't carry them down to the dinner with you if you had private
no, not the
quarters.
back. No, I wouldn't have the backpack with me.
Yeah. So
So probably like eating like evening meal before we go to bed, because it was probably, what time would it have been when we got here?
yeah, like evening time, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8. Yeah. Take an hour or two on the
So
road
all
there.
of us are eating, but then
Dudon make some excuse.
Dudon
I guess.
leaves. Yeah.
Bathroom break. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, and you head to Rain's room, I guess. The rooms are individually locked, though. So
Oh, sorry, I did not pay that much attention that we have separate rooms.
you have separate rooms
Yeah.
in this particular inn, yeah.
Well, I already started this, so same to comment. I was thinking that we are in the same room.
No, not here, no.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh,
Lockpick.
Oopsies.
Yeah, I mean, you can attempt to pick the lock on Rain's room, for sure.
Sure. I didn't think this would go so deep, but okay. So what do I need to do?
It's, do you have these tools?
No.
Okay, then using some kind of piece of metal or knife point or something, you attempt to kind of pick the lock, which is not so easy. But yeah, you can make a sleight of hand check to try and do that. You fiddle with the lock on the door, but you're not able to pick the lock, I'm afraid.
Remind me, Make, when we get back to the big city, we have to go find lockpicks, both of us.
Yeah, true.
I think Finley and Dudon can
Yes,
share
true.
this common hobby because Finley's passed. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
you realize like, shit, it's locked. You don't have lockpicks. You could get the key off Rain. I mean, but that's the next step. But right now, you don't have entry to the room. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's already went way deeper than I thought it would. So
Sure.
yeah, I'm just going back to eat, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Thinking like, that was cool looking statue, but next time.
Next time. So yeah, slightly long, suspiciously long bathroom break, but Dina comes back to the meal, and everyone's none the wiser. Cool. And you guys head to sleep, etc. And yeah, for the purposes of the story progression, etc., I'm going to say that the next 2 days, uneventful travel back to Venham is straightforward. You head through Henderford again, probably stay another night at Henderford, and then one more day up to Venham. So 2 days continue from this point. So the whole trip took you roughly 5 days, quite a long time ish. I mean,
A lot of can
but yeah,
happen in that time.
a lot can happen in that time. But you head back to Dvenhem as well.
And I guess also I could include to the travel. I could include the conversation that what Finley was thinking that we could tell about it to the Paladin Guild or whatever what was in the Dvenhem. That
Yeah, you guys
there
can
is
have a
this sort
discussion
of
about that,
threat
yeah.
or a thing called thing. So if you guys would be up for that, then we could finish it like that.
Probably also inform the Dusk Keepers since we asked about them, asked from them about the sensor and where to find its location and stuff, like update them that yeah, we found the place and this is what happened and stuff.
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, it was Knights of the Dawn. Was like
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Crusaders of the Azari faith.
Yeah, which you saw a number of members of when you've been to the Ember Spire a couple of times for that purpose. Yeah, so you guys get back to Dvenhem. What I guess is next on the agenda? I mean, probably we'll stop soon-ish at this point, but it would be good also for me to know kind of what the next steps are, plans for you guys next time to decide.
I would guess that we would try to go to the deeper levels with the faked pass, if that's right with everyone.
Yeah, we have all
Sure.
the info now.
We had a hypothetical discussion.
Oh yes, about something that's definitely not going to happen. But that would only get us into like through the Hallow Gate. We'd still need to get down from there. So the pass might be at least easier initially to get us straight to the 3rd level, possibly.
Yeah, so just to remind you how it works again, the Slim Gate on the left-hand side is part of a spiral staircase that goes down all 3 layers. Through the Hallow Gate, there is a staircase that goes down just to the 2nd layer. It doesn't continue down to the 3rd layer. The only way to get to the 3rd layer is through the left-hand side, essentially, of the map.
Oh, that's the only entrance to the 3rd layer?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I
So
thought...
like even from the 2nd level...
Other than non...
yeah.
unintentional entry
like
points,
the whirlpool,
like the
that
whirlpools and such.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought we could get to the 2nd level, and then after that, we just have to have another pass or something to get further down or something.
Yeah. So once you're on the 2nd level, you can go down to the 3rd level, right? But the point is, you could go straight from 1 to 3 if you're able to get through the guard checkpoints, etc., and just come out on 3. So you go from 1, it's like a lift, right? You go from 1 and you get out at 3. If you go keep going down the spiral staircase, you can do that. On the other side, the Hallow Gate, which is the easier method generally, because that's the one where you know about kind of a way to smuggle yourself through, etc. But you'll smuggle yourself through and you'll end up on the 2nd level only, and then from that door you need to get through the 2nd layer, because you don't know the layout of it, to the 3rd layer somehow, which will be through but it'll be essentially it's a longer but easier route, right? Although or at least the difficulties will be different, because you'll then have to make your way through the 2nd layer to get to the 3rd layer, as opposed to just going straight there, but that might be more difficult. So it's just options, basically. It's options.
Slim Gate has all the obstacles up front.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, and we've also like cleared a lot of them with the pass, I'd say. Like we've gone through one hard part already by having a good pass.
Yeah. And what you also know that or we have discussed before, that the 2nd level is not it's not dangerous for you guys to be down there, really. Nobody's going to be checking the passes past the checkpoint. You know, it's like they check your passes or whatever. Once you're on the 2nd level, everyone's going about their business as normal, assuming that you guys are supposed to be there. So no, it's not going to be the case where like we now have to sneak our way through the whole city or something, right? The 3rd level is the one that's the security is super tight, and you know, you need to be there for a reason. You need to be, you know, because the clans don't want you wandering around in their business. But the 2nd level is relatively fine. It's just gated off. And also on the 2nd level you will find more kind of options in terms of like shops and other things like that I think we talked about before. The fact that there's like a whole crafting district there that's going to have more options for you guys in terms of buying and selling stuff, which also might be a benefit. But you can always go slim gate out on the second level, back into the lift, back down to third. Like there's many options.
And as a reminder that if we need to sneak in, that can be quite handy with the plus 10 to the stealth checks.
Yep.
So our pass that we had, was it to help us get to the second level or
Third
what?
level.
Third.
Third.
Okay, so we could already get to the second level with our plan that we have formulated with the car drivers and such, and then with the pass we could get further from the second floor to the third. We could use. Okay. I was just didn't
But
remember.
wasn't I think the
pass
cart wouldn't actually get us to the second level. It would get us through the hollow gate, but from there we'd still probably have like a checkpoint to get to the
No,
second
that's
level?
kind of it's like
I think it was
It's-
past the gates. We already.
yeah, that gate, the
Says-
Hallow Gate, is the one that stops you
Okay.
from getting to the second level. So the two gates that stop you from getting to the second level are the Slim Gate or the Hallow Gate, essentially.
Okay.
Once you're inside the Hallow Gate, again, it's assumed that your business is correct and you can travel down to the second level without a problem, right? Those are the two sort of checkpoints you have to get through.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
have
I
a
guess
choice to
one
get
would
through.
also be to use the pass to get through the Hollow Gate. That's also an option if we. But I
Yeah,
mean, I guess
potentially,
it
yeah.
doesn't change anything. Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously, and again, the more checkpoints you go through, the more chances of discovery of a forged pass there are, essentially, because the more times it's checked, the less, if it's only checked once, then and you get away with it, then you're set. But so there's upsides and downsides to all of the different options here.
Yeah.
And most likely, it's not going to be the last time you ever go to the second or third level of the entire of the city, right? So.
Okay.
So if that's the plan, if that's your plan for next time, I mean, just to remind you of other things that, although, I'm not sure whether it's relevant, but you have discovered the location of the HQ of the chain company, which you haven't visited yet either. But again, whether there's any reason to do that is up to you. And then you have the gold brew mine also that is kind of top of the priorities, essentially, for the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? Any questions or something else anyone wants to do before?
I
At
guess.
one point, yep.
Well, I'm just like, what will probably, because I mean, it takes a day to travel from Hendafort to Dwenham, right? So it should be like around time to go to sleep once we're at Dwenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably go to the Screaming Maiden and we'll
Yeah.
sleep there. So I guess one thing I could do before we end is just like ask Marriott about like if anything's happened while we've been gone, because I mean, we've been away for 5 days or so.
Yeah, Marriott says, I don't think there's anything really important that's happened. Certainly it's been quiet around here without you five, so nice to see you back in the city, but let me think. No, nothing. Nobody's come looking for you. Nobody's left any messages. It's actually been pretty slow.
Slightly disappointing. I would hope we would have spread
Another
our
side
work.
mission. Let's go. Yeah, but yeah, I think you guys could just go buy stuff now. Like, I guess the night is probably a good time to buy lockpicks. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
true.
busy time.
Yeah, so
Or,
at the bear market, there are many stands of which include tools and things, and with the right questions and the right.
By the way,
kind
Crimson,
of-
I think the resolution of this map is fucked somehow. It's like very blurry for me, at least when you.
If you zoom in,
Okay.
it's just because there isn't. Yeah, the way
Okay.
it's made, those are just super low resolution, like little house things
Okay,
and
okay.
stuff. So it's not designed to be zoomed in too much on. There's just
Yeah.
no way around it really. Yeah, at the bear market, then yeah, you're able to find kind of blacksmith tools and stuff, and then asking the right questions about kind of potentially you want to practice some lock smithing skills and stuff.
I have
You're
this
able
locker
to.
that I have at my home that I has just jammed shut. I really need to lockpick it, you know.
Yeah, you're able to find some tools for that. So, I would say. Just see if there's actually thieves' tools. Price is 25 gold pieces per kit.
Alright.
So much for some piece of metal.
Oh.
You know,
But it is
very
quite
precise.
yeah, very
How many
intricate.
are there?
It's not. It doesn't get used up.
Oh, cool. It's not
just
Skyrim.
just have it. No, it's not Skyrim. No, you just have it forever.
Well, I'll buy one without.
Yeah, I buy one as
haggling.
well.
You can't complain about that when I spend like hundreds of gold arrows.
True.
While you're doing experimental stuff, they're just
Yeah,
like
true.
buying the tools. They're not like
Yeah,
trying to
it-
make a fucking lockpick 3000 axe or anything. you know?
Could I put a lockpick on an arrow, shoot it into a lock with the right spin so that it's able to?
So can we add the lockpick now to tools that we're proficient?
Yeah. So there should be tool proficiencies, and being proficient in the tools is just having the tools essentially. Unless actually, I mean, you're supposed to have thieves' tools proficiency, right? But so no, okay. You have the thieves' tools, which means you can make the thieves' tools check, but you're not proficient in thieves' tools, so you don't,
So you don't
add
get
your
the proficiency
proficiency bonus
bonus.
to them
Yeah.
when you use them.
So when we want wait. So do I add lockpick or thieves tools in my tools now?
They're called thieves' tools, yeah.
Okay.
They're just called thieves' tools.
Okay, and
so
then
you can
when I-
add them to your tools, but
Okay. And then when we roll for it, we roll sleight of hand. When
no,
we-
you roll thieves' tools with
What?
so it's dexterity.
What's the sleight of hand for then?
It's for like picking pockets and for
Oh.
etc.
Close-up magic.
Close-up magic and trying to hide something in your jacket when people are watching you. This sort of stuff. Yeah, really, on the previous thing, it should have been with disadvantage. The sleight of hand check that Dudon did. I mean, he failed anyway. But really, I should have given him disadvantage or something like that because he didn't have the right tools for it. So the idea is that having the tools, even if you're not proficient, should be better than a sleight of hand check with no tools because you're trying to pick a lock with no tools. It doesn't make sense.
Is it possible for me to also buy calligrapher's supplies? Because I don't think I actually have those.
Yeah.
How
I'm
much?
just. Who took this, by the way? I realized that I actually had it prepared.
Dudon.
Oh.
I did.
Okay, cool. Let me just put it in your journal. Cool.
It's not letting me add it to my tools. It's just adding it to my items.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
you do it on the left-hand side in the
I know, but
proficiency
when I
spot.
drag it in, it should go there, right?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, you can just add it pretty easily.
Yeah, but
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there is only like proficiency bonus task. There is proficient expert
in the
jack
tool-
of all.
In the tools part, no?
Did you add it just now?
No.
Oh,
No,
just
I
like-
was just I was looking at the option. Sorry, and
In my sheet.
yeah, I'm just checking what you did, but it's just yeah.
I didn't do anything else. I just dragged it and it went to my items. But
I see what. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's added
it's in
it
your-
here.
yeah, did
So
you
now
add
it's
it?
added it here, and you can do this. The problem is it is giving you proficiency, and I'm not
Attribute.
sure how you can remove that.
Attribute.
yeah, but
I mean, basically, it's just a straight dexterity check.
So I'll
So it
just add
doesn't.
attributes dex.
Yeah, attribute is dex, but when you roll it from the tool proficiencies, it's giving you the +2 for your proficiency. Which
Yeah,
it
but
should-
you can maybe put the modifier -2, so
Yeah, it's just gonna get confusing, but yeah, you can do
yeah.
it. Essentially, by having thieves' tools, it's just a dexterity
Uh-huh.
check.
High pull.
It's just your roll plus your dexterity.
Okay.
Are we
doesn't give you
about
anything
to
else.
wrap up, or
Yeah.
Now it works, right?
Yeah,
Here we-
that's fine.
here
That's
we
your dex,
falls.
right? Yeah, that's fine. Just have to remember that's in there because then as your dex changes, I mean, actually, it's fine. If your proficiency changes, it might add one.
Yeah, then you need to increase the minus, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's fine for now.
Right.
It's just confusing, but yeah.
I just wanted there to remember it.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Then I think we are good.